20,
Sure,
10,
yeah.
30.
I'm not sure. He gets it at Hobby Lobby, oddly enough, though.
That's weird. What?
Yeah.
At a craft store?
Yeah.
He gets root beer
I
extract?
guess they have like a whole baking section.
That's
they
where
have like
Sasha
the
gets
melting
all her, like,
chocolates and
strawberries
stuff like
and shit.
that. Yeah.
Well,
oh,
the-
that's
the
right.
chocolate,
I forgot
yeah.
she does that. I
Yo,
didn't remember
she's
that.
sick with it.
You can buy strawberries at Hobby Lobby?
No, all the stuff to dip them with, like the
Yeah,
melting
like the
chocolate.
chocolate.
She gets like molds to make different shapes of
That
shit.
fondant.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? The flavored moonshines, though, those are pretty popular now in like
Yeah.
bars. There's
Yeah.
like I think it's the brand is like Old Smoky or something. And
Oh, I think Josh has had that actually.
yeah,
Yeah.
usually they have like fucking 7 of them, bro. You can get like butter pecan, banana nut bread, or strawberry cheesecake. I'm like,
Yeah,
man.
we use the butter extract at the club for like a lot of the sweet, like the dessert shakes and stuff,
Yeah.
and people love it.
The moonshine I had from my Greek friend. So
conscious of
I'm a big poker player. We're playing in Foxwoods.
You
one
are
of the
both
guys.
you are both of those things.
He's like, Jay, I want to bring you in this
that's not
Greek
good.
moonshine, and I tell it was so clean. Like you could not. It was almost scary. It was like,
Yeah.
you couldn't like taste it, or it was just clean as real.
that shit just kind of tastes like lemon,
Well, that's the flavors.
but not like a strong. It smells
It's like I
worse than
took
it
a
is.
shot of Pledge.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought
If
it
I licked
smelled
your
like...
table right here, it would shine.
That's what it smells like, bro. It smells like Mr. Clean just rubbed one in you.
Oh my god!
But
Great feedback.
it doesn't taste
No, it's
bad
good.
at all.
No.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like
I'm
it.
talking about the shot, by
I
the way.
literally, as far as I'm aware, it's like Everclear and extract and
Everclear is
water,
wild.
potentially. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
That'll,
yeah, just in the crock pot.
I'll put some hair on
Nice.
your chest.
What motivated him to do that?
He
He's
likes
an
drink.
alcoholic.
Why not go buy
He likes
some?
his
There's-
booze.
Yeah. Or,
Yeah, it's like people that like turn their garage into a brewery. It's like just go buy the fucking beer, bro.
yeah. It's like Grandpappy's White Lightning.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Moonshine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a real pretty bottle, and it says my name on it, bro.
Hey, is this table
Oh,
crooked?
that Josh.
Huh? No, I don't know. It's pretty
that it?
level.
Oh.
Wait,
Like,
like why is shit sliding? off,
Crooked?
dude?
yeah. Is it the shrooms?
No, there's no way it's the shrooms yet,
Not
dude.
yet.
Shoot.
Is it?
So enlighten me about shrooms because I've never done them. Let's chat about that.
It's a fungus that grows in damp.
I know what a
areas.
friggin' mushroom is.
Right.
What's like the hype on microdosing and? I
Have
don't
you
know.
ever done ecstasy?
No.
Okay, this is gonna
Weed's
be
about as
difficult.
far as I've gone because I don't know. I haven't had the opportunity and I'm just not super motivated to try it.
I mean, it's more like a psychedelic, you know. It's kind of like heightens all of your senses, and there is one part of it that the way it affected me the other day. You've taken an edible before, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You ever taken too much edible?
Oh yeah.
That's what I was dealing with the other day. Our
Yeah.
last week's podcast, I was like, oh fuck, I've been down this road before, and I don't want to go there again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling them I was planning my escape route. Like I was gonna go upstairs, pretend I had to pee, and just
Oh,
not come back
God.
down.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
definitely different than any other, like high or drunk or whatever.
I would. The closest I could compare it to would be ecstasy, just not as dramatic as ecstasy, as far as the
Molly.
lovey-dovey shit. Yeah.
Do you feel like there's any consistencies to the high or is it different every time?
I mean, I've never really taken the last week's episode when I kind of got pushed to the edge of, going to Jupiter was the most I've taken. But every time, yeah, I mean, every time I take it, I just kind of get a little sensation of just everything being enhanced. Like lights look a little better. Like looking at the sky was wild, but I remember the first time it kicked in, I was driving home from this weird psychedelic party we went to. And it hit me, and when I was driving home, I'm looking at stoplights, and I'm like, "Damn, dude! Like, I didn't realize green lights were
red.
so beautiful. Like, what is this?
So beautiful.
Having a
Yeah,
moment
dude.
with the
And
light.
then and it's like I was listening to music, and I'm like, I can feel the bass everywhere, and I got in bed,
Yeah.
and I'm rolling around in my sheets like, this
Oh,
is
you,
so
like, really
soft.
feel those
Like,
sheets?
yeah.
That's how I feel with weed sometimes, though. Like
Yeah,
that.
same.
Yeah, I love music when I'm
Yeah.
high. I love
Yeah.
I love doing everything when I'm high. Like,
Yeah,
it's
for
just
real.
Yeah.
It's a huge motivator for me for the most part. It brings out like my creativity and
Music or weed?
weed
Okay,
and music.
gotcha.
Do you work out while you're high? Because they say it's awesome if you do that.
I mean, I'm pretty active, but
Like you ever smoke and then go to the gym?
yeah, Yeah, I've definitely worked out.
Yeah.
I honestly, I love smoking and doing yard work. That's like my thing.
We'll have to invite you over in the spring.
Yeah.
Like,
You
hey,
and
give her
both.
some weed.
My
Just,
God.
doing all the work.
I was so offended by my yard this year. It looked so good last year, and with a baby, it's like a whole nother story.
Nah, fuck
Just
it.
because your time is consumed. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Honestly, he loves
He's
being
not good with
outside, though, so
tools.
it's kind of cool. I'm excited for the spring.
Working out on weed is kind of something weird, dude. When I was in high school, my best friend Steve at the time, him and I were just like super. We smoked so much pot, you know. Like I got good enough where I could drive to school and put Visine in my eyes while I was driving.
Oh, shit.
And we would play, you know, like we'd just get stoned as fuck, bro, and then play soccer. Like we'd have soccer games after, and the coach would just be like, "Yo, you good?" I'm like, oh, I forgot that I was even out of breath. Like I'm all right, I'm fine. I can run for days, man. This is crazy. That's when that
Yeah.
happens.
Well, that's the thing. So, like, for The Office, for example,
like, all right,
every
I'm
time
calling
Michael
Jay.
says something stupid, do like 10 sit-ups.
Yeah.
And you like basically find trends in the show or the movie, and then like you assign a workout
Interesting.
move to it.
Yeah.
Just keep.
But I
moving
only do that
yourself.
when I feel like a lazy piece of shit that day.
Yeah.
But I like to go for walks and stuff, and like I've more so now been focusing on like step counts and whatnot. Because
You have an Apple Watch or something that track your
I
steps?
did, but I broke up with my watch. I just couldn't have it on my wrist anymore.
Why?
I got this weird wrist pain. I think it was from holding the baby or some
You
kind
just
of
blame
way.
the watch. 'Cause you can't blame the kid, obviously. You're like, one of them
Oh,
has
no.
to go.
It's
and-
100% the baby's fault, but the watch on my wrist made it worse, and like the flexibility of my wrist. So
We're talking about the same thing, right? Just like a little Apple
yeah,
Watch.
yeah. I don't
Okay.
know, like a dainty wrist, I guess.
Yeah, no. Listen, I'm not judging.
Yeah.
I've never heard of
Yeah.
somebody
Big
getting injured from
wrists.
wearing a watch.
No, and honestly, again, I noticed that I was getting distracted with the notifications and stuff. And I was trying to find like more of that like balance like I was talking about.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really could live without this. So now I wear a pedometer. I brought back the pedometer.
What's a pedometer? Is it like a fathometer?
I
You know
look
what
like
that
a
is?
fool, 'cause now I don't have
Where'd
it on. No, you know the old school things that like would count
Like
your
a
steps,
Fitbit?
that, like clips
Yeah.
onto your pants.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it looks like I have a pager on.
Your Apple Watch
basically.
does that.
A beeper.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm aware.
I hear you though with the notifications.
Yeah.
I actually I turn everything off except like the step. And, I mean,
Yeah.
steps don't give me a notification, but that's all I use it for.
That's what I do with my phone too, most of the time.
Yeah.
Just so
I
I'm
do
not a
have
slave
the-
to my phone.
You can put the like night mode on or whatever.
Yeah.
It is, and it
Yeah, like
mutes
do not
everything.
disturb. He doesn't
Yeah.
have an iPhone for the record, so we're probably gonna say some things regarding technology he just doesn't understand.
getting a
Yeah.
little
My
offended.
sister just switched. And
You said night
it's
mode.
Not
He's
the
like, oh
same.
yeah, I know that. I take pictures at night. Like he doesn't know what we're
do.
talking
Yeah.
about.
I actually did.
I will give you. Is it a Droid or what do you have?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What do you mean? It's a BlackBerry.
No.
What else would it be? What else
Well,
could it be?
the
I have a Motorola
Samsungs.
Razr.
That's a Droid though, an Android.
that's a
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I
well, my
didn't mean to-
sister.
I didn't
I
mean
will
to be
give
an
you guys
asshole.
this. She took a picture of the moon.
I was gonna say, don't say the moon.
incredible.
Those are fake.
Yeah, those are fake. They're
Yeah.
AI generated.
So when you take a picture of the
way.
moon, yeah, it's like what you're doing is the phone knows you're taking a picture of the moon.
Stop.
So it just generates a fake image of what the moon looks like.
This shit is getting out of control.
Yeah.
But
This
the 100
stuff
times
freaks me the
zoom,
fuck out.
that is very real. That's a very real
As long as
function
it's
phone.
of the moon.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
no, the 100 times zoom, I mean, you could literally zoom in 100 times
Weird.
into something.
Yeah.
Interesting. Have
You use that
counted?
often?
Yeah.
You done it? You've counted?
When you're outside of a
Yeah.
school. You're
I'm like, this is 1 times. This is 2 times. 3.
like, 2, 3. Damn, that was an oldie.
Yeah.
Are you even old enough to remember that
the
reference?
Tootsie Pop.
Oh, okay.
I asked
I
her that
didn't know.
outside.
Come on.
I didn't know. Well,
what
I
were we
didn't
talking
know.
about?
Manhunt. 'Cause
Manhunt.
I talked
She
about
said
how
Manhunt.
I
I'm
expanded
like, how
into
the fuck you know
the
Manhunt?
pavement.
Oh, so did he outside? Did he tell you?
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
it brought it up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dangerous driveway, apparently.
Yeah.
Our
That was
yard
tricky,
is
man.
dangerous.
That was tricky.
Manhunt
That
was
hurt.
that game, dude. I had so
Yeah.
much fun playing Manhunt.
Right? Kids don't do that stuff nowadays. It's sad.
It's weird how like fearless I was as a kid playing Manhunt. Like I would
Jumping
go like
off of roofs and shit.
that, or
hiding
like
in somebody's
Parkour.
I'd be like
backyard.
digging a hole under near the bush that had all the spiders and centipedes and shit in it. And I'm just like, I don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
bro. So bugs are like, I don't do bugs ever. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think we talked about
They're
this
hit or
before.
miss for me. Anything that flies, though, I am out.
Yeah.
So would you rather have a
Including
spider then?
butterflies and
Or
birds. What?
would you rather have a spider than something that flies?
Yes.
Including
Really?
butterflies.
Dude, we went to the butterfly farm in Aruba,
Butterflies.
and I
Oh.
already had this fear. I'm kind of embarrassed to admit where it came
It's too
from.
late now. You already started.
You guys will definitely get it. The SpongeBob episode.
Not a SpongeBob guy. I know. I get shit from it all the
old as
time.
fuck.
It's so weird. It's like I'm a grown up.
I'm offended.
Yeah.
But anyways, they show
He might get it. Brandon's a
SpongeBob
big cartoon
episode?
guy.
the butterfly. It
he
gets
have nice
loose.
hair?
Who? Him?
Brandon.
He has really nice hair. It looks very soft. Go, Brandon.
Tell us more.
They show a zoom up of the butterfly, and ever since I saw it,
Why, is it scary
I'm
looking?
Game out.
Can we zoom in on a butterfly up here?
It
I wanna
probably
see
looks
It's
like
pretty
a
horrific.
caterpillar with wings. No.
Well, it depends on what part of the butterfly you're zooming in on.
Look at
No,
the
it's got
butterfly's
too many
asshole,
legs,
bro.
too many eyeballs. I'm out.
Where? Oh, well, obviously on the eyeballs, but I'm
Yeah,
saying like, where
yeah.
else would they have eyeballs in the butterfly's ass?
So I already have this fear, and then we go to the butterfly farm in Aruba, and I'm like, I'm gonna tackle my fear today This is
Yo,
the day
it's a
I
terrible
overcome my fear
idea.
of butterflies.
Like I'm on vacation.
And
Let me put
then-
myself in a traumatic
Oh,
situation.
is that what you saw?
No, it was an actual photo. It wasn't just the cartoon. It was like a video.
I'm talking about the up close of the butterfly.
Yes,
Just like a
but-
red bow? That's what that looks like.
Oh, like, is that what you saw? It's like SpongeBob?
No, but something like that, and it was like moving and buzzing.
Brandon, you're so shit at Googling things, bro. Put
right,
like fucking
SpongeBob,
zoomed in butterflies underneath.
Butterfly.
He's the worst
He's like,
Googler ever, bro.
he's like butterfly, she said.
Aruba SpongeBob. This dude.
I used to work on this with the boy I worked with. All right. Close up a butterfly from SpongeBob.
Like how to Google? Yeah, Googling is like an art form, bro, and he doesn't get it. I love him,
It
but-
is.
Sometimes you can be vague.
That's never the way to attack Google, bro.
And then so I'm making it through the beginning of this place, and then they announce that.
That right there, right there, right there. Bro, you just had it. You had the video. You had the clip. Yeah, play the video.
Hold on, she's in the middle of telling a
Oh
story.
my God! See, I'm not the only one.
What? The place?
It
Clash of
says
Clans?
traumatized all of us.
Oh,
Yeah, no, you're not alone with this.
so there's other people that are traumatized by butterflies.
Yeah. Really? They couldn't just show the
It's like
one part?
butterfly.
I know, it's a
phobia.
5-minute.
Oh yeah. So then they announce while we're waiting that there's this moth that only hatches
thing?
every 100. Yes, that.
They just look like a little fly. Like
Yeah, it does
a
look
little
like a
bug.
fly.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to discredit your
But it
Phobia.
traumatized me. There it is.
She's like freaking out. Ah, the eyes fall out.
So this moth that only hatches every 100 years has hatched. And I go to
At-
look
when
at
you
it.
were there?
Yes.
Okay.
And it is no word of a lie. This large. I was like,
Yeah.
I'll be in the gift
Yeah,
shop.
I'm good with
Bye.
Bugs just in.
Still not over it.
Yeah, I can't fuck with bugs. We got like a hierarchy in the house of
How do you
who
feel
kills
about
them.
snakes?
Snakes are not as bad for
Yeah, I
me.
don't
You
feel
know,
like
you know
snakes
what
are
it is, dude. It's
I don't know.
There's no chance a snake is gonna crawl into my head and lay eggs. You know what I mean?
a
Like
good
that's
point.
the bugs freak me out because it's like they could just get places that I can't get them after that. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, what am I gonna do? You know, tweezers
Right.
up my nose, bro. If it gets in there, and I assume every bug has the capability of attacking if it's threatened.
Yeah.
You know,
I'd say so.
The worst. I think I've told you the praying mantis story before. I was ready to
Yes.
shoot that
They're
fucking thing, dude.
huge.
Yeah, I,
know,
I
like-
fought one in my house.
You know what is it? Daddy long legs? The
Yeah.
Yeah,
spiders?
those can be huge too.
Yeah, they actually do bite and everything, but their mandibles are so small.
You know
that
that
can't-
there's
Yeah.
enough venom in one of those to kill a human easily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard
I
that
heard
It's just
that.
too small to bite you.
Yep. It's
I've heard.
crazy.
I don't know if it's true, but I've heard it. I'm saying it.
I've heard it
Can
a
we,
couple times.
Look up. I
So
wanna see the
that
mandibles on
scares
this.
me because like, look at there's like regular sized people,
Yeah.
and then there's Shaq. So that means there probably is some random ass daddy long leg spider that could bite you and kill
Right.
you.
Yeah.
What does a daddy long legs up close look like? Or it's like daddy's long legs. Like, whoa, what are you looking up, guy?
Ugh,
Ew.
Yo, those things are what the fuck?
it's
Yuck.
fucking wet, and
Yeah.
slimy. Looks
Looks
just like
like
an
I'm
eyeball.
afraid of those again.
So
They're
sweet.
so
What is
sweet.
wrong with you? No, he's Cambodian. That's why. You know they'll put that
When
shit
he
in a
said sweet,
stew.
he meant
Yeah.
taste.
He put that shit in a stew, bro. Hey, what is that? What is that? Like half-hatched baby duck you eat or
Balut.
chicken? Balut. You know what
Filipinos
balut is?
eat that too.
Yeah.
No.
That so it's like he takes a chicken that's about to hatch.
Yeah.
And he cracks it so it's like almost completely formed like that. Look at, and he just eats it.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's like still got an embryo and everything. It's
Oh my. I don't know if I could do that.
I hope not. 'cause
What does
you're
it taste
human.
like?
Probably exactly what it looks like.
It doesn't really have a real taste.
There's no
So
way
what's
that
the
doesn't
appeal?
absolutely taste like.
It's the texture, and then like the egg yolk, and then putting like lime and pepper sauce. On it.
Really?
In other words, he's like the Planned Parenthood for ducks.
You know,
It's.
I would assume it's probably similar to
I don't
chugging
know,
an oyster.
man.
They can't have abortions.
What is the appeal behind eating this?
Somebody,
Got it. Okay.
They're like it was available. Like,
it actually,
It was an option.
yeah.
they started that a long time ago. Like the ancient Cambodians, somebody dared one.
Really?
That's how it started.
No, there's no way this is true.
It's not true. I'm so gullible. So have fun with that
Straight in
tonight.
uniform.
This is probably it's a
Treat
bad
it
combo.
as you will. I'll accept it.
I dare you to do it now. Everybody eats them. But yeah, Filipinos eat balut. It's yeah. I've never had it. I'm half Filipino, but I have a lot of cousins. and
Interesting.
they have had
What is the weirdest food you've ever eaten?
I think I would say alligator and camel.
Alligator's not too weird. That's pretty
Yeah.
common. Even here in this region, you can get
For
it
me,
like
it
the
was
seafood
weird.
festival.
And I had it
festival.
obviously down in Florida.
I had it in New Orleans.
I had it at the Charlestown Seafood Festival here.
Here?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Oh, they have the best jambalaya. I always get the shrimp one, but it's like friggin' $40 now, so I just refuse.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Weirdest thing I ever ate. I don't know. I guess like snail salad. Just that texture for me is
Escargot.
pretty weird.
Escargot.
But I kind of like it now. If there's enough lemon juice. It needs to be
Yeah,
citrusy.
I never had a snail.
No?
Have you
It's
ever
just
eaten
kinda
octopus?
slimy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've eaten
Not
that.
like
That's good.
squid, but actual octopus.
I've eaten squid too.
I think so.
You'd probably know if you did. Like,
It's thicker, right?
dude, you ever go to Los Andes in Providence?
No, I haven't been
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
I
Life
know.
changes. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
slacking. So
You
they
don't
had
go to
this
Providence.
dish.
Smoke first, then go.
Okay, deal.
They have this dish that has octopus in it, and I was like, all right, I'm down to try some octopus, thinking it'll be similar to like calamari. I don't fucking
Yeah.
know. Yo, the tentacle started around this thick, and it
Shoot.
was probably this long, dude.
No
It was just,
way.
like, and when I ate it, like you could feel the little suction cup things,
Oof.
all of
Oh,
that.
I'm out.
It was yo, it actually wasn't
I won't
bad.
fuck with that.
The texture was pretty similar to like
Probably squid, right?
no, more similar to like a lobster claw, slightly rubberier.
Rubbery.
Yeah.
All three of us at the same
Can we
time
like
trying to figure that
rewind
out.
to the way you say calamari?
Nah. Why?
Was that Rhode Island or was that
Calamari, I don't know.
calamari?
Calamari. Fried calamari. What do you call it?
That's so Rhode Island of
How
you.
do you say it?
Calamari.
Calamari.
Or maybe that's more Rhode Island. I don't know. Maybe that's
Calamari.
Italian.
Oh, that was like
You're like calamari.
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 How
do you
ever
say
see
it?
those
I'm not
fake
doing it. I don't know.
the
You guys
Italians
got
that
me on
try too hard? They're like, oh, some fried calamari. I'm like,
Calamari.
all right, bro. Like, you grew up in Cumberland. Fucking relax, dude. What are you talking about? That's what Andrew will do.
All
Like,
of,
you want some mozzarella? I'm like, no,
all
bro,
of
just give
New
me a
Jersey's
fucking
like
mozzarella
that.
stick for Christ's sakes, bro.
Yeah.
Love me some Andrew though.
Andrew's the man.
I don't fuck with people that call sauce gravy though. Like that's too forced for me.
I married into that. I'm used to it now,
He
but it's
calls
still
it.
kind of
Josh
weird.
is Italian.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I
His
thought
Josh,
mom's
what do you call
really
it?
Italian.
I thought he
Huh?
was like
Gravy.
Nordic or something.
They call it gravy. I always
It's just-
called it sauce.
Well, just because
But-
it is sauce. Like, let me know that
Right,
one
and
time
then
you go to
gravy's
the
the
fucking
brown
store.
stuff.
Let me know you ever go to a market and you find like ragu tomato gravy. It's
Right?
Well,
It just doesn't exist.
that
Yeah.
wouldn't define it. I think it's depending on where
No, there's
your lineage
a little
is from in
definition,
Italy.
bro. If it's
Maybe.
made,
Certain parts call it gravy.
No.
Other parts call it
yes,
ragu.
but still one of them is
sauce.
wrong. One of them is right. Just because there's
No, it can
a
be-
difference.
One of
No,
them is
no,
It can be right.
no.
Yeah.
Bro, there's a definition of it,
You're a definition.
and
Let's
gravy
hear
is
it.
made.
Can we
from-
reference the definition?
Yeah, gravy is made from meat. Exactly.
yeah,
You know, so I don't know what kind of fucking tomatoes y'all are eating, but that's not meat.
it's a meat sauce.
You're
Thank
talking
you.
like the brown
Thank you.
gravy?
His meat.
No. Yeah, any
It's
kind
meat
of
in it.
gravy. By definition,
Yeah.
gravy comes from the juices
Our
of the
gravy
meat.
for Thanksgiving this year.
Yeah,
was-
that's all I could
Honestly,
do.
our
Thanksgiving.
whole fucking
I
dinner
just,
came out awesome.
I just had all the meat, the turkey, and then a cup of gravy because I couldn't eat anything else.
Yep, carne.
Why do you call it carne? It's carnivore. You were
I
like
know.
carne diet. I'm like, I ain't eating fucking carne
Carne.
asada all damn day. I guess I am.
Gravy.
What is gravy made of?
The juices of
Baby.
What
meat.
is what is
Baby.
gravy?
Yo, bro,
It
I'm
says,
telling you, bro.
Made from the juices of meat.
Does it work or not? Does it work?
I think it works.
From the juice of meat. Yeah, I
Juices
was
of meat.
He got it.
my man. 1 for 1 today,
Let's try
baby.
this one.
What is gravy made of? The base of gravy is simple pan sauce that
Fat,
requires liquid
Flour
and
and
thickener.
stock.
Stock.
Sounds like you.
Damn, I got nothing for that one.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, I got friends half and half. Some say gravy. Like the ones that consider themselves like the real Italians.
Yo,
I'll say
I
gravy.
actually think that there's like it's a regional thing. It's like a geographical.
That's what I was saying
I don't
earlier.
know if it's Sicily or no Sicily. They're kind of like shunned by the Italians, I believe.
That's right.
I don't know, like maybe northern, like coastal Italians call it sauce. I don't really.
You're
care
like
enough
maybe
either way.
northern Jersey.
Somewhere like north, southish.
Yeah.
Just fuck 'em. Let's just call it sauce, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people take a lot of pride too in like, you know, their shit being homemade, and then it's like not even as good as stuff from a jar. You know,
I don't
Yeah.
like a lot of red sauce personally.
I'm a pink sauce guy, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
same.
I've been
all
telling
pink
myself,
inside.
I
right?
love pink vodka
yeah,
sauce.
that's my shit. Like when I'm,
So good.
that's my. Eventually, like I'm gonna have one
make
meal
it?
where I celebrate. I can. Sasha will make it, but I can't eat it right now. But when I do go and say, you know what, I'm just gonna indulge for one meal, I already have the meal fucking mapped out, bro. It's chicken parm with the pink
I
vodka
can't wait
sauce,
for that
dude.
moment for you. This guy won't even eat pink vodka sauce.
I know, bro. Trust me.
It's sad.
I'm ready. It's not sad. I'm shedding weight.
I mean,
she's like, just give up.
I'm not saying
what
give
you
up.
want.
Just explore a
You were
little.
doing fine.
Explore a little.
Yeah, I've been
I
exploring
mean,
for
you know
34
what?
years. I've explored
You
enough.
tell him
Look
to
at
eat
the
other
kid.
than meat.
Yes.
Oh, shit,
We're
tries
working
to.
on. We
Yeah.
have like 1.5 vegetables working in
Yeah.
the diet right now.
The
Yeah.
best. The best is she'll fight with me to like eat broccoli. I'm like, no, I'm not eating anything that's gonna fuck up my diet. How you feeling today? Tough, man. I smoked a lot of cigars and drank tequila last night, but I won't eat the fucking broccoli.
Yeah.
Broccoli.
I'll go. You won't fucking eat a potato, but you
Yeah.
drink one.
Yeah, yeah.
right.
Oh, potatoes. I
and
miss
shit all the
potatoes a
time.
lot. Potatoes probably what I miss the most, man.
You're gonna have a moment with a potato when your time comes.
Yeah. Well, the problem is you know, like I can miss it all, man, but I just feel so much better now where I'm like, all right, I don't miss it that much. you know?
Yeah. No, I definitely get it. I love getting to that point because then, like you've talked about before, it just feels like second nature. It's not. You're not like trying really. Not
That's the
necessarily
thing,
not
too.
trying, but it's just like
Takes
how
less
you're
and less
living.
effort.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not difficult anymore.
You're probably not any more addicted to sugar like than the rest of us are. Like, you know what I mean?
So
You probably-
bad.
It's
There's so much
probably
sugar in
less, bro.
everything.
It's probably less now, you know? Because I actually feel, for example, I mean, if you just go on your normal day and you eat a decent amount of sugar, it just feels normal. If I'm probably gonna
You're gonna
feel
feel
that I
it.
had sugar in this. You know what I mean?
same.
Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
feel my
That's why I
my
don't
blood
drink.
pressure. Like I'm just
Yeah.
gonna feel like a little inflamed from having that sugar. Like it's an insulin spike at this point. Because I go from having 0 to some. You know?
Yeah. I was so good for so long about just ignoring like sweets and stuff just because my stomach felt like shit.
Ignoring what? I'm sorry.
Huh?
What were you ignoring?
Sugar. Like
Oh, sugar.
Sweets.
dessert.
Sweets,
and stuff
that's
like
what
oh,
you
Swedes.
Sorry.
Swedes. I
Sweden.
thought you said
The
Swedes.
No, not starting any political shit. I don't
Ignoring
pay
the
attention to the
Swiss.
news.
That's all right.
I'm
That's just
ignorant.
Sweden.
No,
over
they
there.
make great chocolate though.
They do. They
Yeah.
really do.
And army knives.
Yes. This is true.
And Mrs. Swiss Miss.
True.
Good one.
Wait, we're talking about Swedes. Why do you say army knife? And it fucked me up.
Swiss Army knife?
Yeah, but she said Swedes from Sweden.
Yeah, I don't know. I went Swiss.
No, yo,
So I
but
said
went-
chocolate.
I went the same place, bro. I
don't know.
You just assumed it was.
Swiss
Did you
hot
know they were
cocoa?
different countries or no?
Is
Hold
that
on.
the
I don't
right
know
one?
why.
Did you know that
I think
Sweden
it's-
and Switzerland were
Yes,
different?
obviously. It's the SW. That's what got me. That's what made me connect it to.
Honestly, I'm geographically challenged,
Swedes.
so I'm not even in the
Swastika.
conversation when it comes to geography. It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, this I think at one
terrible.
point Jay tried to convince me that Egyptians weren't African. What was it, bro? Do you remember? We got
No,
so mad.
we
bro.
had-
I'm like, you're telling me Egypt is not in Africa. You're like, they're only African based on geography.
I was
I'm
saying-
like, what the fuck? That's what
I was
matter,
saying
bro.
that there's a difference between Arab people and Asiatic black. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, no, you're
It's
being
like
a
the
lot safer
Sudanese
with
are
it now.
not the same people as the people from
You said Egyptians aren't
Saudi-
African.
Saudi Arabian. Well, no, that's what I. Yeah, essentially. When somebody says African, they most of the time they don't think of the Arab people; they think of the Asiatic black
Yeah.
man. You know,
Speaking of Egypt,
Asiatic black men. Speaking of Egypt, where are we going with this?
sometimes when we're like smoking out in the garage, we have like the Apple TV like screensaver up. Have you guys ever seen like the geography ones
why
of like the Great Wall of China, the pyramids and stuff?
Of screensavers?
Yeah. No, like the pictures. They have really
Great
cool,
Wall
like
of-
vivid
Like
pictures.
what do you call it?
Like a moving
collage kinda?
wallpaper?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But it's like they're like flying over a city or like you're going
that's
over
cool.
like the Great Wall of China. But like we
Nice.
were tripping out
We, like,
about
tripping
how this
balls,
stuff
huh?
was built. Huh?
Oh, like the
Yeah.
wall, the pyramids.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have this
The wall, the
conversation all
pyramids.
the
They're
time.
like
That
literally
shit's
on a
wild.
mountain range.
Yes, building that big ass wall.
If
Like,
anyone approached that idea nowadays, they would be like, no thanks.
you know what's weird? I don't know if you guys ever heard that the way that the Great Wall of China was built is like it was. You would think that it was to put a wall to keep people in or something like this, but it's actually
Really?
designed the other way to keep people out or something.
That's
To that-
Was it
immediately
a
what I
trade
would
route?
think of.
No,
That's
no.
that's immediately what I would think of. If
was-
somebody
it's
builds
like
a
the
big ass
inside-
wall around their country, it's like
the
I don't want
inside
y'all
of the
in.
wall is actually on the outside. That's what I'm saying. That's what it is.
What's the inside of a wall look like?
Yeah, you got. I don't know.
What
You got to
do you
look it
mean,
up.
like China going
If
in?
you can,
Like
I
all
don't
the
know how you can
all
look
the
this. One. This is gonna be
gates
tough.
All the
but
doorknobs are on the outside.
something like that, like where you're like,
Wait, are you
where the
saying you
wall is
would
like
think-
inverted?
Are you saying it's
I
upside
don't
down?
know, man.
It's upside
No, it's not
down.
upside down.
The
It's
bottom of
just-
the wall is on top, bro.
It's like the inside of the wall is on the
Are
outside.
you saying like the
Maybe
gates,
dynamic of Great Wall of
like
China.
the gates and the doorknobs are on the outside?
something like that? I don't know. If
So
that
I
might
think
be
what
it,
you were
but-
saying is that you would think it's designed to keep people out, but it was really to keep people in.
or something like that.
Or are you
Yes.
saying like, you know, how
It's
like
one or
when
the
you,
other.
when you
It can
install
only
be
a
one or the
fence,
other.
one side has the post and one side doesn't. So like the one you expect to be on the inside is not on the inside.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Something like that. Something to that extent.
Like are there ladders on one side or something, but it's on the side that would like lead them
Yes,
into the
it's
country?
supposed to be on the
All the
yes,
access
all
codes
those
and
things.
buttons
Now
are on
I'm not
one
sure if
side.
it's exactly those things, but the
There's
theory
some-
behind it. Yes.
There's something on one side of the wall. We don't
I
know.
mean,
what
look
Yeah,
at
side
this
you would
thing.
think
It's-
that.
The inside right here.
There's so many people.
That's because you can walk along it, right? On top of it.
Or type in like the mystery of the Great Wall of China, or whatever it is, or like the structure,
You see a picture of
the controversy.
All,
or-
all he does is.
We're
search Great
we're
Wall
about to
of China,
deep
look at
dive
this
into
guy.
aliens.
And we actually had somebody on the show once
actually
where an
had an
alien
alien.
deep dove into her.
Dude.
Apparently,
Oh,
yeah, right into her
shut
throat.
up. Are you serious?
Yeah,
right
she had the audacity to call me weird after saying she like got abducted and blew an alien.
Do they
Yeah.
call
She's
it
like,
gravy?
"You guys are weird."
they call it
She did.
gravy.
Alien gravy.
Juice coming from me.
Baby
Yes.
gravy. That's where the term baby gravy comes from.
Whoa.
You've never heard
What?
that term?
Wait,
baby
what?
gravy?
Baby gravy?
You've never heard that term?
No.
It's like it's like a synonym for
Does
semen.
That's hilarious.
Semen
baby
synonym.
love
batter,
that.
baby gravy.
Baby batter, baby gravy.
Does it say anything about something being on the inside? I don't know. We got to do all that shit. But anyway, hey, it's something to look up if you get
Yeah.
free time.
Yeah, if you ever learn how to Google shit, bro, we'll figure it out. It's something to, like, just forget it. It's something to look up on your free time. Jesus Christ, dude. At least he tries. Remember
case you're
George?
ever wondering.
George would just argue and be like, "No, this is what it means. Can you just look it up?"
Like, can we
no.
look this up? He's like, no. I'm like, just show me what it means.
Inside
What'd you think of that
it is
martini, bro? The
confusing.
espresso, you like it?
Yeah, it's
delicious.
Well, you know what? I started drinking scotch first, and then I did some shrooms, and then we.
How much?
smoked,
Is there
and then-
enough for more or no?
Here, you want
I
this?
think I have
I
some
do.
more.
Yo,
Yeah,
that shit
take
was
that, bro.
delicious, man.
Yeah, no, I'll keep going with the.
Well, if there's more, just drink it, cause I,
no, because I don't like to mix anyway. With the
Oh, really?
I
Why
thought it
don't
was
you
gonna-
like to mix, bro? That's kind of weird.
I'm a pure breed myself, so
You're not pure, bro. Look at you, bro. You're a mutt. You're like a hybrid.
I'm 100% sex in this.
Yeah, so, I mean, what am I going to send you outside to do it? Like, stand over there, please, amigo. This is cool, actually. It brings a little dynamic. We've never made anything on the show.
Just call
That's
me
right.
Bartender.
Yeah, we never. You're right. Maybe we should.
There
I
was
don't know
that time that,
bartender just for shakes.
like the boring kind.
The what?
No,
The
that-
boring
boring
kind.
The time Jenny was on and we ate all the
Chinese
fucking vegetarian stuff. Was that before the episode or during? No, we don't.
No, that was after.
The only time we ate on the episode
Was it
was when
after or
that bro
before?
threw the fucking Cheeto in your mouth. You
That's
remember
right,
that?
Brittany.
Yo, can you find that clip, bro? Do you know that clip? That episode
That's a
was
great
wild.
clip.
That is a great clip. You'll have to, yeah.
It almost looks fake, like we doctored it up, but no.
Yeah,
it's actually
we played that on like our. So this was before you were like you. I
Born.
think you knew about the podcast.
Oh, okay.
In July, we did a live episode. You know, so we had like it was like an event. You know what I mean? We planned it out. You know,
Number
we had it at
22.
this bar, and there was just like a ton of people. It was fun, real good time,
That's awesome.
and we had like a montage of our top clips.
And it is a legal way.
That's so fun.
And I just don't understand why like it pulls your heartstrings.
I wish you
When
could do
this
this
thing has
without
ice
it
in
on the
it,
screen. I'm so distracted.
Oh,
It's
him.
so cold, and then it gets
You want some
really
ice?
hard to keep
All
this
it does is hurt.
off. Oh no, I'm good. I was saying when you shake it with ice.
Oh.
This is gonna be a
it's so hard
problem.
to get it off.
Too much ice?
Yeah. So like when I try to sip it, this
Well, here,
ice
want me to top you off with
slides
this?
around. No, that's
oh,
not.
for the cup
yeah,
you're
look.
saying. Well, there's a little more in here if you want some more.
Thank you,
at any
ma'am.
point.
Why is that up there?
He's finding the video without it being up on the screen, so you're not distracted worrying about the TV.
Nice.
Focus.
You're like, I'm not worried about it. Where is it?
No, I just didn't want that like just stuck on the.
Nah, I'm sure he doesn't have that up to our viewers right now. Dozens and dozens of people watching.
We should see what the comments look like, though.
Yeah. So let him do his thing first with that clip. what's your overall feedback? I mean, you've gotten a lot of feedback on your episode. Megan just published her first podcast,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
which has been a
Nice.
Thanks
What's
to
it called?
Josh,
Sick
honestly,
journey.
he's been such
Nah,
a
nah,
huge
just
like
listen.
guide for that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Been awesome. I really appreciate it.
This is just like you yourself?
The first one I just did an intro by myself, but
Nice.
yeah, it's called Shits and Gigs, but shit's spelt with 2 I's, like a shiitake mushroom, because I'm going to be talking about like health topics and like food and such. And
Creative.
yeah, so
my
I'm really
idea.
excited because I don't know, when I in like my entrepreneurial like PD that I've been doing, our personal development that I've looked into, I feel like a lot of my strengths are like communication, connection, and then like creativity, and I just feel like podcasting
Sure.
could be a cool platform for that.
Word.
So I'm excited.
I think that anything creative, like I think we should all do something creative, whether it's music
Music.
or singing or creating content or acting,
Expression.
you know, just
Yeah,
like
for
art
sure.
and paint, whatever it is. Just expressing creatively feels like a good natural release, the same way exercise does or
Yeah,
reading.
for sure.
But what's cool about content creation when you're a business owner like yourself is you can kind of like parlay and use them together. You know, you can
Yeah.
use your content to promote your business and then
Right.
use your business as content. It's like
Yeah,
it,
for
it
sure.
works
It
out
can be
pretty
an
cool.
awesome funnel going both ways. So
Yeah.
it's really neat.
What was super funny is her first episode. She
Oh my God.
she posted it and she's like, "Hey, we're live. I'm ready to go." I go and watch it, and in the beginning, so all I know, like our podcast, it's unedited, you know, so we
Right.
fuck up,
We're
and it
pretty
is
raw.
what it is. So her first episode, you know, she gives it 30 seconds in, and it's kind of like her intro, and then she goes, "Oh, that wasn't it." Then she starts over again,
Yeah.
and I send her a text, and I'm like, "Yo, I love that you left that blooper in. It was dope."
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah, yeah.
immediately
Just-
my phone
it's
rings. She's like,
relatable.
"What are you talking about? I didn't
Oh,
mean
you
to leave
didn't
that
know?
in.
No,
How do I
I
fix it?
spent- I
I'm
wasted-
freaking out." She's like, "I'm freaking out. How do I fix it?"
I wasted so much time editing it out that I think when I figured out the end of the clip,
Yeah.
it somehow fucked up the beginning of it. Which I mean,
Interesting.
I'm all about like embracing the mistakes, but I like stopped, like took a couple deep breaths. It wasn't like a natural like trip over my words. type
Right,
thing.
right.
So
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, how do I fix this? But honestly, YouTube Studio is pretty awesome. It's
Yeah.
really easy to use.
I never knew that was really a thing. I told you that
Yeah.
but I learned about it like 2 days before that because
Yeah.
one of our recent podcasts, you know, we don't edit shit, you know. So by the way, I should have told you this disclaimer in the beginning. Don't say anything that you don't want out there.
Got it.
But yeah, and then a couple of weeks ago, I actually fucked up and I said something kind of out of pocket about a buddy of mine's personal situation I shouldn't have. So he was like, "Dude,"
Gotcha.
I'm like,
Yeah.
"All right, man, my bad. It's just a butthole. Who cares?" So he was like, "Hey, can you take that out? I know it's only a few seconds." And I'm like, "Shit, how do I do this? It's already up. I don't want to delete the whole episode, edit, and
Yeah.
re-upload." And I found YouTube Studio, bro. That little editor took me 10 seconds.
Oh, so you can do it even after upload?
Yeah, that's when I
That's
did it.
pretty
Yeah, it was
sick,
already
yeah.
uploaded, and it was just literally trimming that 10-second
wait.
video out.
Yeah,
Boom,
I
done.
also
Well, you
did
have
that.
you have
Yeah.
the video, you know, in its entirety, right? Before you release it out to the public. Before you
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was after we released the episode,
So you
Yeah,
can
he
go in
told
and
me.
like edit the video after
right
you
through
posted
YouTube
it.
Studio. Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
When I was doing research this week, have you ever heard of Podcastle? It's a really neat platform. I haven't dove into it yet, but there's features that like if you have like a big filler word that you use like or like,
Sure.
you can go in and it'll transcribe the episode and then you can highlight that word and it'll eliminate that if you want to.
Interesting.
Bro, our first episode ever.
Where we were
Our
editing.
first episode ever. Like the first two, we were like, we got to take all these and like, and you know, like,
Yeah.
bro, it took like fucking 4 hours.
Yes.
I'm listening to everyone because I'm like, oh.
I can
delete.
imagine. Yeah.
And we were so new at this, you know,
right.
even that right there, like the little knows, they were a lot more common than they are now.
Yeah.
We sounded terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes practice.
Yo, Thomas commented, only fucking losers edit.
Yo, they edited all their shit. Didn't he delete a whole episode because he said some shit he was scared about? I forgot what he
shoot,
said.
shots
No,
fired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he did.
I mean,
something
we
like
love
that.
Mr. We love Mr. P. Yeah, they have, bro. You guys have an actual fucking code for delete this.
Yes, you can take a
Like
vote.
fucking Thomas, we love Thomas. Up late with friends. Shout out to them. He's awesome. Damn, dope
Was that
shirt.
the guy that
So-
was on your episode that you
Fat,
just
no
sent me?
neck right there. No neck.
Yes,
We
he
got
was
a
on
neck.
our episode last week.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a great
Yes.
episode.
Thank you.
I enjoyed watching it.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's you.
That is me.
Shit, glow up for
Go ahead,
you.
Fat and bald.
Let's play that clip. Is that already?
Yeah, this is fun.
This was
Those chokers
so-
are back,
Yeah.
and those bangles. Oh my God, right in. I'm so shook.
I was like, what the fuck just happened right there?
I honestly feel. Oh,
hilarious.
look, Old Smoky. Look at the brand. I was
Yeah.
talking about that earlier.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
were.
I honestly feel like there are a few episodes that we did in this place where when we were at our absolute valley, like the worst the podcast has ever been was
At,
this episode and like whatever few were before that.
Where was it?
It was at a place called, at the time it was called Legends. Shout out to Ricky.
Oh,
they
yeah.
in Cranston.
I think I know where that is, yep.
Yeah, right across the street from Marchetti's.
Yeah.
They sadly they shut down, but it was a cool place and we were in between using Jay's apartment and then having our own designated space, so they let us
Yeah.
use their back room. But
That's awesome. I love when businesses do that.
I don't. We should never. It was terrible.
No?
It sounded terrible.
Because they had
were-
like their
they-
staff walking
Yeah,
through.
you know, and because we
kinds
weren't
of-
paying, like we didn't really have any leverage to
Leverage.
be
Oh,
like,
there's,
hey,
like, no respect
can y'all
or-
just shut the fuck
yeah.
up for 2 hours? And they're like carrying buckets, asking us to help them lift shit.
Really? Are you
Not-
kidding?
not-
And
not
obviously,
that
they
much.
weren't doing it on purpose, but you know, it's just it was.
Yeah, I get that.
Also, breaking the shit down and transporting it was a pain in the dick too. You know,
Yeah.
their tables like with just big ass, 12-person round table or far. That's what
Really?
made that toss so impressive. She was 12 feet away from him.
Oh my God.
Right.
That is really
It was very
impressive.
interesting.
Yeah.
So your podcast, are you like? What's your main goal for doing that? Obviously, to reach out to people.
Yeah.
Talk. I mean, is it to
Midget porn.
it's midget porn?
Midget porn?
I don't know. I was scrolling on Twitter the other Forget it. Long story. We'll talk about it later.
Is it to gain or funnel people to your business? Is that?
Yeah. I
Or
actually
is it
have
just more of a release, like an artistic expression type thing?
definitely a creative outlet, but also I am also going to be
have a milk
launching
mustache.
something called Nacho Average Prep.
It's
And
nacho
bas-
like the cheese, but
yeah,
like not
nacho
your.
like the cheese. I'm very punny lately.
I
don't
like
know.
it. I'm so punny. Haha.
Which is going to be a like recipe membership essentially. My husband and I kind of came up with like this meal prep and like menu method.
How
to,
much
like,
involved is he?
Mainly just like make like the recipes
Mainly just
that
like
we.
eating all the food.
No, he is very helpful. Honestly,
Your
my
meal
husband's
prep's like
awesome.
sick always.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we were trying to get back into like work after we had the baby and stuff, we could barely like have time to make food at that point without work in the picture. So we kind of like sat down and came up with this like way to like lay out our week as far as cooking schedule goes to like cut down on cook time during the week.
Sure.
So we only cook like 2 times in the beginning of the week, and then like we do leftovers for the other 2 days, and then Friday's like our in-house date night. So it's like a cool way to like get organized with like the week ahead, and
It's a
then
nice
like,
routine.
yeah, it just like it's really structured. Obviously like with a baby in the picture too, and like like the up and down
Fucking
of
kids.
entrepreneurship.
Facts.
We were like kind of tight on a budget too, so like knowing exactly like what meals we're gonna have for the week and like that type of organization just really worked for us when it came to like toning down our grocery bill too, because that shit's wild also
Yeah.
nowadays.
More expensive.
So expensive.
That's why I don't eat vegetables anymore. It's so much money, bro.
Yeah. You just eat the most
Now,
expensive
you
food.
said in-house date night. What is that?
Yeah, we make pizza every Friday night. Not to our own
How did I
harm,
not
but we
notice
basically
this?
perfected this. You don't see my
The
pizza?
the one today I saw that looked pretty dope.
Yeah, it's
Have you seen her
bomb.
pizza?
I don't know. You just try to make shit into an innuendo, and I don't know what's
I'm asking-
happening, bro. Like
Your
said- she
pizza,
just
you don't
asked
get
you
that.
don't see the eye contact. That's the thing. There's a lot of
You
dynamic
could
here.
have came
that-
back with like just the slice or
Oh,
something.
just the
Come
cheese.
On.
I don't know, it's pretty,
Just the
hey,
roni.
pretty good crust. Pretty good crust.
She just asked me the same thing. Like, you haven't seen my pizza? That's why I was asking. You haven't seen her pizza? What's going on here?
But anyways, their pizza's fucking bomb, and it's homemade.
It's so hard sitting across from him sometimes
is.
because we'll have a guest and they're like balls deep in a great story that is like legit.
Yeah.
And they'll just say something like blah, 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 So they were just like balls there. And then I look at him and he goes, and I can see
mean,
him
I get
fighting
it.
it. Now the guest only sees me starting to crack up and they're like, you're so immature. I'm like, no, I'm laughing at him because he can't laugh at you.
Dude, we make those
He
jokes
just
all day at
he
work.
likes to blame
it's
me
fine.
for everything.
It's-
And I'm
you're
not
just having a
blaming you.
good
I'm actually
time.
thankful
I know, I'm
for
just
it.
kidding.
I'm
Yeah.
thankful for it. You're so defensive, bro.
I'm joking.
The conversations we have at work sometimes are so raunchy. But that's like, it keeps it interesting,
Raunchy.
you know?
Sure.
Raunchy.
It's a fun word.
It is.
It sounds raunchy. The word
The
raunchy.
word, yeah.
Right?
Just saying it, I feel kind of like
It's kind of like the C word. It sounds like
no,
how
no. Raunchy is like
Yeah.
fun. The C word is
no
gross.
C word's
Turn
not
off.
fun.
See how
but
you
I'm
don't
saying-
say the R word because it's not the same. You say the C word. But raunchy,
No,
you
no,
just
no.
say the
No, I'm
word.
not saying that they're the same thing. I'm saying like the way you
sounds-
say
It's
it.
like
It
moist.
sounds like how you say it.
Moist.
You know, it's very
Yeah,
it's
nice.
like
we had the headphones and I'd be like,
very aggressive. But
Are you
unlike
talking about sweaty ears in the headphones?
huh? No, when we had headphones, I would just like serenade him closely through the mic like this. And he'd
No, I
take
had to
them off
rip
and
off
throw.
my ear.
I
Yeah.
hate working out with the big headphones because of the like that sweat.
Same,
it just grosses
same,
me out.
same. That's why I don't work out. I hate the
You've been
headphones.
getting back to it.
Just
What
a little
about
walking on the
earpods, like-
treadmill. Just a little time on the TM. you
I
know?
love the AirPods, but also I don't know if it's just me, but they always fucking fall out of my ears the second I like smile.
Yeah. You're like, I think about
Guess I'm
walking.
smiling
They
too
fall
big.
out.
I don't know.
Which they have different
What about
little
earphones?
rubber tips to put on them that fit better because everybody's ear hole is different. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Bro, stop
got a
looking at my
pretty big
ear
ear
hole.
hole.
dude, that thing's pretty wild, bro. It's like I
It's
didn't know, bro.
cavernous.
Yeah, cavernous. You got a canyon up on the side of your head, dude. Holy hell! I feel like I could hide something in there. Oh, this.
Maybe the answer to the wall of China's in there.
Yes, probably. Let's,
Holy shit!
What were we talking
how did we get?
about?
Oh no, hold on. So you were talking about AirPods, but I was
yeah,
gonna
AirPods.
say earphones.
I like the
um,
ones that like hook over your ear.
Those are cool.
Right.
Yeah, because then they're like still wireless, but they are hooked to your ear, so they can't
Right.
fall
So
off.
if they fall
Or
off, they're
fall
not
in.
going any far.
Yeah, or fall
In my
in.
case.
I know. You didn't even think about your bug fear with the AirPods.
Yeah.
Just fall right in there.
I don't really have a fear of bugs at all.
No.
No.
No?
I mean, I don't prefer them, obviously. But like, I would
Like
never
the
say,
bug
yeah.
whisperer.
This,
You walk outside.
I
want
want to sleep in this room with all the bugs. But nah, definitely not a phobia.
Centipedes are fucked, bro. Like the way they
Ew.
move, they're just
Oh,
like
so
gliding.
gross.
I mean, I would definitely swat it
that's-
off me. I would never
yo,
want it
that's-
falling on my face.
So that's
or
kind of
something.
what came up. We were talking about manhunt and then bugs earlier.
Oh yeah.
And I remember like
Wow, way to
my worst
get back to that.
my worst experience with a bug ever was I was playing manhunt and I was laying on top of a roof and I wasn't like not like a 30-foot house, but it was
Yeah.
probably like a 16-foot garage. And I'm just laying down so I don't get seen, and then a fucking centipede just comes and crawls right over my hand.
Stop.
I quit the game, bro. I jumped up, ran, jumped off the roof, hurt my ankle,
Oh
went
my
upstairs to wash
God.
my hands, and I was like, I'm not going back outside. There's no centipedes in my house. Like, I'm never going outside again, dude. Because they don't even like walk. Can you just put like a centipede? They're
Yeah,
like,
like-
fucking hover, bro. It's the scariest thing ever. God.
That's kind of like
It's raunchy.
Raunchy.
camel spiders. They don't.
Ew.
Those things
They're
jump
like
a
they-
mile, bro.
Yeah.
You're never
They're
safe,
fast
bro.
as fuck.
Yo, they jump
They're
far as
fast as
fuck
fuck.
too, bro. Like
I can't even imagine
you
living
need a
somewhere where that
sidearm
should
when you
exist.
have one of those.
Yeah.
It shouldn't, bro. Like these serve no purpose.
What
bro.
the hell?
Why is that
Hell
so
no.
big?
I would never.
Brandon's like, oh, I've eaten.
Okay, I do have a bug phobia now.
Oh
Hell
my
no.
god, that thing is
No
massive.
way. I would not. What the fuck, man?
Stop it right now.
Why is it always got to be
Yeah,
an
you better
Asian?
close your
Always
mouth.
Asians, bro.
He's like regretting his life choices right now.
He's about to eat it. What do you mean?
about
It's
to
his
eat it.
friend. It's got a
Dip it
name.
in some chili sauce.
Stop it.
He is, bro.
Yeah.
Just pick it up.
Nope.
Oh my god! I can't keep looking at it.
Yo, how big is the fly swatter?
That's why I get the strap, bro. What do you mean the fly swatter?
That's
Calling the police on that motherfucker.
All right, I have a phobia.
Nausea, fever. Look, and on top of it, bro, some of them are venomous. Like it's
Yeah.
not enough to be able to just get inside that. I mean, yours is easy, but like it could get in my ear hole, and then it just bites you, and boom, you're paralyzed.
You're fucked.
Yep.
You-
Or
yeah,
dead.
while you're sleeping. They say we consume a
Don't
certain
say
amount
it.
of
Yeah.
bugs while you're
Yeah,
you're
8
sleeping.
spiders a year.
Yeah.
Not me. I tape my mouth shut. You can get in my mouth.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Forget
Yeah,
where
so
we
this
left
happens sometimes. Yeah, we just kind of like forget what we're talking about.
off.
I'm a little high. The shrooms, smoking a little bit. I feel
Yeah.
good though. Like
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
feel
like
good.
sloppy. I'm not,
Yeah.
losing my composure. We're not talking about
How you
dicks
doing over
and
there?
pussies and shit yet. So we're
Oh
good.
my.
Are you looking for the exit, or are we good?
No, I'm safe.
Good.
I'm safe. Y'all are good.
I
This
know
is
we're talking about the podcast, shits and gigs.
When did
oh, yeah,
you
the Not
stop-
Too Average Prep.
Okay.
So then, did you want to go on your
No.
question?
Go.
Okay.
You're on a roll. Don't lose it.
So basically, that's launching next Friday, the 22nd. Actually, the membership. So they'll have access to like the recipes and stuff. I have like a template that is like the prep method that we've been using. So I'm excited to see where it goes. And yeah, so the podcast is essentially like a funnel for that.
Nice.
Yeah,
How long you been a health coach?
7 years.
What does a health coach mean? What is that? What is a health coach?
Well, so for me, I'm part of like a multi-level marketing. I'm with Herbalife Nutrition.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's another word for those, right?
What? Oh, don't get me started on that. Don't do that to me, Josh. I'm not in the mood.
No, I'm just saying
Well, I used to sell that
we
there.
always talk about Egypt and the pyramids
Yeah.
here, so we might as well talk about.
Yeah, no, but it's honestly it's a great opportunity. But like I
Sure.
also like I'm not exactly where I wanted to be at this point within that opportunity. So that's kind of where I'm looking to like pivot and like explore new.
You're trying to build a team and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
You don't have a team now.
I have one team member,
Right.
but that's not nearly like where I thought. Like I thought
To
I was
make
gonna
it
have
lucrative.
a bigger.
Yeah.
For like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
being 7 years in, I thought I was gonna have a bigger team by now.
Sure.
I think it's tricky because so many people are kind of skeptical. Is not the right word, but almost like preconceived. Like, all right, if it's multi-level marketing, I'm
Yeah.
somehow getting scammed. The way I look
Yeah.
at it is everything is a pyramid scheme. Every company is a pyramid scheme. You know,
Yeah,
you
there's gotta be
that's-
levels
it's
and
just scaling.
everything.
You know, like you
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
just scale and make it bigger. And if the product works, I don't give a fuck how many people are making money off of it. If you know.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
And I mean, if the company's doing it right too, like at any point, like if someone were to stop working, like the people below them can move up. And like that's like what you kind of want to be cautious about, I think, because then it just goes to show like whoever like mentors you into the business isn't just going to like pocket your money if they're not actually doing shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what
Yeah,
I
it's like
that's what I do
recruiting
love
is
you
about
not
like
part
it?
of it.
Huh? Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
I like am rock solid with like the sales and like the building relationships and the clientele. Like I absolutely love building those relationships.
Yeah.
And
That's why we're
yeah.
here right now.
Yeah.
Her ability to
Build relationships.
sell me Herbalife.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you use Herbalife. I didn't know that.
I actually met Megan on a solar consultation.
Yeah, it's crazy. My rebuild was on the
Yeah.
counter. He's like, "What that all about?"
Yeah. And I was like, man,
Interesting.
I'm trying to get this business tonight, so I'll commit to buying that. It's a trade. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
No.
And then I did.
I
you
get
know,
it though. Like you're connecting on that personal level, and then like sometimes.
Well,
like,
I was also super fat, and I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
well, she's a health
You're
coach. This is
uncomfortable.
like,
So do you have any what's the word I'm looking for? Like, are you a nutritionist or a dietitian, anything like that? Do you ever
I
go to
actually,
school for that or anything?
no, I actually went to Assumption in Worcester I have a bachelor's in human services, and then I actually
Nice.
concentrated in speech pathology, and I actually had gotten
Hmm.
a really cool opportunity right out of college for that.
what does pathology mean?
Pathology.
Yeah, what is
It's-
speech pathology?
Speech pathology has to do with like disorders of like speech and language.
Okay.
So like stuttering,
Stuttering.
or not like reading disorders and anything of that sort. Like anything like that.
Any
has to
speech
do-
impediment?
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. So it's honestly it's so cool to like learn all those processes because like I feel like we just so take for granted just the ability to speak because
Right.
like the second someone has a stroke like they might have to
Right.
relearn that and it's nuts. Or even like
Yeah.
watching my son like figure out sounds and stuff like that. It's so crazy to see like him like really pay attention and like how like he can even I don't even know how they figure that shit out. It's so crazy. But
Parrots do it. It's not that impressive. Like,
right.
it's just talking. Chill.
There's
I'm
a lot
kidding.
to it.
I'm like, your kid's not a
There's a lot
genius.
to it.
Relax. You're like,
It's a
Mommy,
parrot.
can I have a cracker?
Honestly, though, parrots are pretty dope. I used to have
Yo.
a dog walking business when I was
my
younger.
neighbor has a macaw, and like
They're
that shit
crazy.
just chills out there.
Oh, the Irish guy?
Yeah. Yeah. There was the parrot for the people I used to walk dogs for. He would like ask the dog if it was okay and it would like request like pasta and meatballs. It was
Interesting.
wild. Yeah.
It was a parrot.
I've had it.
I didn't save any. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm all set.
like,
This
I'm
is
gonna save
perfect for
you
me.
That's pretty delicious.
I'm glad you
I'm gonna have to
enjoyed
go
it.
upstairs and make myself vomit. All that sugar out.
So speech pathology,
Oh, yes.
is that also, let's say you don't have a known disease or ailment, But let's say the way I always hear myself talking, and a lot of the times I say this. Does it go into that also, or is that too like that's not disease enough?
No, just
I don't
use
know what I
the.
was trying to say.
She told us earlier there's a way to fix that. What was it, like an app or something?
No, well, that I think it's more. I feel like when we use
I don't feel
those-
like you say a lot.
Well,
You don't.
I've worked on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to. You really have to become aware of it, honestly. But like for me personally, so any presentation or thing that I'm preparing for, the shower in the car are like my go-to spots to literally just role play it out every single like.
Like rehearsing.
Yeah, for sure, out loud, because I think with us being so tech savvy nowadays, not talking on the phone has really impaired us when it comes to communicating out loud.
Right.
So I practice the hell out of.
I find it
things
interesting
way.
that now is the only time in human history that we're communicating with our thumbs. I always say that,
Yeah.
just texting.
Right? It's
Isn't that,
nuts. Yeah.
No, it's thumbs.
Oh, the thumbs. Yeah. Are we back on buttholes? I'm lost.
No.
Somehow we always end up back there in this podcast.
In this podcast.
So to answer your question,
Yeah.
the thing is probably not a speech impediment. It's just something you need
just
to work
means
on.
It's just
Small penis.
retarded. What?
She's gonna say something outlandish. It means you're retarded.
Hey, what did Tom say last time? He's like, I don't know why we can't say the R word. Like, I promise you, retards don't mind. He's like, they don't care if you call them retarded. Like, oh, shit. That I'll never forget. We had an episode once where we were just kind of discussing the origin of that word.
Yeah.
One of our guests
What
tried to
was
compare.
it?
The retard was the word.
Oh, I mean, like, what were some of the origins? I'm curious.
Oh, well,
Sorry.
I'm trying to get there.
He's like retard.
Sorry, I guess I'm over eager for this information.
Well, I hope the punchline delivers now because
I
I'm
really
not.
hope so.
I'm not going to give you any kind of origin. However, I'm like, we're trying to cut out ums. I'm like,
Pull that app.
fucking delay the So somebody compared the word to the N word. They're like, oh, you can't say it. It's just like the N word. And my immediate reaction was like, those two are nothing alike because the word retard has at one point been defined as something that wasn't derogatory. You know, the N word has always, it was in its inception is
Yeah.
from a place of hate, where the word retard just kind of had a definition of.
It was a compliment.
It was not, I don't know if it was a compliment more than it was a word to just describe a condition.
Yeah.
What was the actual definition?
Can we look up
Hold
the
up.
definition of retard?
So we were in this exact situation, and one of the
What is
guests
retard?
was talking about her mother working with special needs kids, and she
Yeah.
said we had to take a pledge not to use that
Yeah,
word
they make
anymore.
you sign paperwork. I used
So
to do
I
the
said,
same.
okay, cool.
Wow.
Let's look up the
Really?
definition and see
Yeah.
what it is. But now look, you see on the right how there's like a little side chart? When we looked up what is a retard, the first time we talked about it, for
There's a little
some reason
picture.
they posted a picture of a child there,
Really?
and I lost it. I'm like, guys, I'm sorry. The
It
picture's
was a little
killing
like
me.
a little retarded child.
Oh, Jesus, Jason O'Leary.
Well, that's what they
What does it mean, though? Because you ever watch Anger Management? He's like, I'm going to need you to retard your anger. Yeah, it's retarded. I'm retarded.
Well, there's like there's.
I don't think I have seen that.
It's like to
you
put a
can use
stop
re-
to something, like
you
a
can use retard
restrained.
outside of.
I love
Mentally
this glass
retarded.
so much.
Which one?
The one where I can just put my finger here.
It's for a cigar. But
perfect.
yes, also. Yo,
This glassware is
listen.
next level.
Don't assault my glassware, bro.
I don't know, Josh. We're having a
What
moment.
you do
Sorry.
with that glass, bro? Penetrating my
Mental
cup.
retardation. So,
But yeah, that's what the design is for, though, to hold a cigar. So
Interesting.
it's a terrible
okay.
idea, though, because I've tried it
Yeah.
once and then the
you
smell
you
gets
were
way
resting
too
your finger
close to
on
your
it?
nose.
Is that what
Yeah.
you're doing? That's pretty funny.
Try it. It's
Yeah.
a very nice fit.
Wow, it makes me want to just leave my finger there.
You know, can you hold? I was looking for somewhere to put this pen. You just put your finger in her cup, just chilling there like this. What are you doing? Oh,
Resting my finger.
it's a
Seemed
finger
like
rester.
the right place.
Yeah, the N word, obviously, that's you know what's actually, now that you say that, the N word is becoming more commonplace as
Nope,
opposed to.
you're just hanging around with the wrong people, buddy.
No, I'm saying
It is
like
not.
no. It started out as
Can
something
we get
very.
any of our black friends to chime in and see if they agree with us?
All right, let's ask all
Cheers,
of our
like,
black
no,
friends.
cheers.
Let's
Cheers,
ask them
like, no, it's cool.
how
I say
often
it
they,
now.
that they say that, and it doesn't mean something out of hate.
No, I'm kidding. It never. I mean, very rarely does it
It
mean that
started out
anymore.
as hate, and now it's becoming more commonplace for everybody to say it in a different and endearing kind of way.
Now that you say that,
Yeah.
do you guys watch the
What's
podcast
up, Nick?
Kill Tony? It's a comedy
Love
podcast.
Kill Tony.
Oh,
Yeah, love
every
Kill
week we
Tony.
watch it. It's so
I
awesome.
love Kill Tony. I saw. Go ahead.
But Cam Patterson, he says it all the time, and
Right.
he's like an up and coming comedian.
The first time I've ever seen Kill Tony was live on a Joe. Like I went to see Joe Rogan in Boston,
No
and he brought out
way.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
So Joe Rogan's most recent special that's on Netflix, I was actually at that show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was cool.
That's
He shot it
awesome.
at the Wilbur in Boston.
Is
It was
that the
dope.
one where he's like a dolphin? He does a dolphin skit.
There is yeah, he does that one, and then one of my favorite lines is he's talking about not saying the word gay anymore, and he's like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't have a problem with not being able to use the word, but you got to give me another word to describe gay shit.
Right.
Yes, I remember that skit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. What
We
I
love
liked about it
stand-up.
a lot was it was the first time I ever went to an event where they took my phone from me. You know, so what
Really?
they do is you pull up at the show,
What?
yeah, and they
Yeah, I
give
know
you
they
a
do that
bag,
for the
right? They give you a
podcast.
bag, and
So you don't record.
Yeah.
yes, but also so your phone's not ringing. There's no distractions. They give you a bag with a zipper.
That's pretty aggressive. For
They
that.
put your phone in the bag. They zip it, lock it, and then you keep the bag. So they never take your phone from you, but you can't unlock it until after the show when you leave the auditorium. So what happened though is my buddy, you know Benny Blanco from
Benny
you know,
Blanco.
yeah. So we're there and we get put at a table. It's us and two other people.
How long ago was this?
Now this was maybe 5 years ago,
Oh,
6
okay.
years ago. But you're in this, you know, this giant theater.
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 I don't know. As I was saying it out loud, it didn't sound like a real word. Theater.
He's like theater.
Theater. Theater. So anyway, we're sitting at a table with no phone, and then it was so beautiful to look around and just see everybody connecting,
Yeah.
talking.
Yes.
Like it took, and it doesn't take long. You think now, like, damn, if I'm somewhere without my phone, I don't know what to do. It's awkward. It's so.
Yeah.
It took about 4 minutes for us to be like joking and laughing with this couple that was
Yeah.
from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Like we learned so much about them, and because we had an hour to kill, you know, like they're
Right.
still
Right.
filing
That you
people
normally
in.
wouldn't have.
And it's like,
No,
what are we
not
gonna
at
do?
all.
Just sit here and
Right.
tap? So it was so cool, man. That was probably my favorite part
That's
about
awesome.
going.
Yeah, I
was
feel like
just-
a lot of artists for even concerts should start doing that. Like
Yeah.
almost like set it as a standard, and then like those are the people that show up.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
that's a part of our American culture too. Because when I lived in England, when I went into like one of the local pubs, I lived in like the countryside of
That's pretty cool.
England. Yeah, we go to the local pub, and in there was just a small TV, and all the seating was like bench seating, meaning you could just be sitting down having a pint with whoever you're there with or by yourself, and somebody else or another group of people would just
Having a pint.
literally come over and sit next to you. It's all about socializing, not like American everything's sports bars, TVs
Yeah.
everywhere, right?
Right, it's distracting.
So they had this one small TV up in the corner, and the volume was off. That almost forced people to socialize. And,
Right. I love that.
Yeah, I love that too.
Yeah.
Because we're so individualistic here in America. Like we have our own plates, we have our own cars. Everybody in the family has to have their own car. Everybody has to have their own phone. Everybody,
Own
you know,
woman.
where
Yeah.
most I shouldn't say most.
Most
A
cunts.
lot of cunts. Most cunts.
3 times in 2 seconds you said it.
Most countries. Well, I don't know if it's most, but a lot of countries
Yeah, they're
are
just
still
growing all over the place.
there's a lot of community value still.
Yeah.
What are you saying right now,
you,
guy?
said, you didn't get it? You said the
it's-
word countries, and I'm like, yeah, they're just fucking growing all over.
Yes.
No, I thought that was a home run. I thought that was phenomenal,
actually.
dude. This went over your
I
head?
was still,
Over here.
no, I was still,
Oh, shit.
you know,
Oh my god.
Doing it in the sauce.
I've actually cried on this podcast.
I was
maybe
executing
twice.
my train
Yeah.
of thought. That's why I couldn't. But when you say it, obviously,
You like seafood?
Love seafood.
You ever have one of those? What are they called? Stuffed?
Call hogs?
Yeah. You ever have those?
What?
fuck it.
How would you pronounce that
No.
word? How would you
No,
pronounce that word?
we had a podcast and we were talking about. And my man was saying
ab workout I've had in 10 years, bro.
why he was enunciating it that way was beyond me, but he was just like, "Quahog." What the fuck are you saying?
It's like Peter Griffin.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
just
basically.
Very,
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that
Oh,
dramatic,
no,
but
not Peter Griffin. Who's the Quagmire? Right?
No, he's the giggity guy.
Oh, right.
I don't know.
How did
You're
you
losing
say
me.
it? It definitely was
I'm
Peter.
trying to think of who you're thinking of.
Anyways,
Was it
Quahogs?
Peter?
Is that what you're referencing?
Yeah, but I
Yes.
only brought it up to like make him remember that he
Oh.
said that one time. I don't really
No,
care
but
if
it was funny because
because
we were just talking about you said countries, and then you're like,
They're
"Hey, do you
growing.
like seafood?" I was like, "What the fuck? What kind of transition is that?"
wrong tree. But anyways, yeah. So that was really cool to just be forced to talk to strangers.
Yeah. I love that.
I don't know if it's really an American thing as much anymore as it just is like technology in the world.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure even if you go to England now, it's very different than when you were there. What were you, 20 years ago, 30
20
years
years
ago?
ago, yeah.
You know, so at that time, I mean, phones were shit. That was 2003. They
didn't
still
even
weren't as
exist.
big as what. I mean,
Right.
bro, phones definitely existed then.
Telephones.
What do you
Cell
nobody
phones
has
too, bro.
Nobody.
Yeah.
What?
No. Obviously, cell phones existed. I'm
But
saying
they weren't like they are
weren't-
today. There were no
yes.
apps. There weren't smartphones.
Yeah.
you
Right,
know?
Maybe
right,
no
right. Nobody was
pictures.
stuck to them because it didn't have like
Right,
internet
right.
access. Well,
Right.
it did, but maybe not as
Yeah.
fast, not
I
as
honestly
good.
miss
Yeah.
that, like not having internet access.
I don't
growing
know.
up.
I think people say that, you know, to sound artsy, but imagine your life without a
To
phone.
sound
now.
Oh, I
artsy.
can't. I
That
run my
shit
whole
is
fucking
wild.
business
No
on my
shit.
stupid phone.
How would you even get here? Like,
I
how would you
actually
even go
appreciate
somewhere?
the fact
How
that
do
I
people
have.
used to do that?
When I
all
was
this
How do people
16,
use maps while they're
when
driving?
I was 16, I drove to Kentucky with my cousin without, like, we just printed out MapQuest directions.
Yeah.
That's what
And my
everybody
mother
used to
let me this sick bitch, bro. Like, love you, mom, but goddamn, bro.
Right?
I'm like, I was 16. You let me drive to Kentucky.
do. Yeah.
Using MapQuest?
I love the fact that we did that because you always have somebody to blame when you like miss your turn.
Yeah.
The fuck? Look at the map.
Yeah, bro. My cousin is a sick
Like they're
fuck,
supposed to
dude.
know land nav and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, this dude, I'm the worst person ever, like with navigation.
Yep.
I still use my GPS to get places that I shouldn't need it
Same,
anymore. Like, I'm
yeah.
terrible with it. My
'Cause I
cousin
get
Ronnie.
distracted sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just.
Maybe like into
I
my
just
music.
don't know.
Oh, you just don't know.
Well,
No,
no, it's
I-
sort of like telephone numbers. You're not going to remember somebody's telephone number,
Yeah.
I
right?
do.
Because
If
you
you're
have it
always
just
being told it.
or
Well,
like distances in your GPS.
I don't know.
or
I think that
distances. not
everybody's
distances.
distance eye. This time.
directions. I meant. Sorry.
I think just some things, you know, like we use different compartments of the brain. Like I've just never prioritized knowing how to get somewhere because I've always had either MapQuest or
Yeah. So
I don't
you
know, like
waste the
something.
energy.
Yeah, so it's just like I don't waste the space in there. Where my cousin on the way back, right, I was pretty confused on if we should take a right exit or like what exit. And this dude was like, no, you're going the right way. I remember this from on the way here. I'm like, dog, we're in fucking West Virginia. Like, how you've never been past
Maybe
Right.
like
South Attleboro.
photographic. I'm like that. I'm terrible
Yeah.
at street names and stuff, but I have a really cool.
That's what
like,
I mean. He was like, no, I remember that
photographic
cone on the way here. I'm like, what the fuck are you
You have a
talking about?
photographic memory?
Yeah, to some degree,
Interesting.
for sure. It's pretty cool.
That's a thing? I thought that was just in movies and shit.
I
No,
don't
no, that's
like.
actually
I
a
can't
thing.
memorize like numbers and shit. I'm not that good, but
You're like the kid from Suits. Who's,
oh my god, we just started watching that.
Yeah?
It's awesome.
Yeah,
but
it's
now
pretty
we're
cool.
distracted. We're watching Jack Ryan on Amazon, and that one's pretty cool
oh,
too.
with
Jack
Jim
Ryan.
Halpert?
yeah,
yeah. I
he looks
fuck-
great in that.
Yeah.
Or
Wait,
the
is that
first
his
season
real
at
name?
least.
Jim Halpert?
Wait,
No,
is that
it's John
from Office?
Krasinski.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
Mike,
Jim
Mike,
Halpert
Mike
was
Skwazowski. Yeah, no. Jack Ryan was cool.
Yeah.
I think I've only watched 1 or 2 seasons.
Yeah.
However many seasons there are, I didn't watch the most recent one.
Gotcha.
I
Yeah,
like
I'm not
this.
Sure.
I mean, this is totally off subject. I was just thinking about this. I like the fact that we have this technology in our hands, because you can literally look up anything. Like, so I mean,
is
if you ever
pretty
want to
cool.
know anything, I mean, it literally opens your mind to fucking whatever you want to know at any given time.
Yeah.
that's why
Right.
people are stuck to it because
Right.
they're just
It's
information.
addictive. Yeah.
Think of how much
that's
smarter
the problem,
that-
though, bro. Is that's not why most people are stuck to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people are stuck to it is because of envy. You know, like just looking at other people's
Yeah.
lives, bro, and scrolling.
Oh, you think it's
shit.
social media?
That's
For
100%,
sure,
bro.
yeah.
That is
Yeah,
the
you
most
think
used
so?
thing on
All the
social media.
algorithms and shit. Did you
Now,
guys
if
watch
you
the social
can-
experience?
No, no, no,
No,
no.
I've heard good things
It's
about it,
crazy. Yeah.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah. What's it
Now-
about? Excuse me.
Well, it's about like how like the algorithms and different apps will like push certain notifications to get your attention to go back
Mm-hmm.
on your phone. and then they're even
so it's
like
all like marketing,
piggybacked.
advertising.
Yeah, but it'll like sense if like you've not touched your phone for so long, and then it'll like send you a notification. So like it like constantly gets your attention, and then each
Interesting.
app like funnels to each other through like advertisements and stuff based on like your history, like your
Yeah.
search history.
Oh, no wonder
Bro,
all
now
those
there's-
fucking naked
It's
midgets
nuts.
keep popping up all over
there's-
my.
Seems to be a theme.
There's even I mean, all of that's just data, you know, and kind of like data is like the oil of today. Data is so valuable, meaning, you know, like even for businesses that I'm kind of looking into and getting involved with,
Yeah.
purchasing data is one of the options.
Really?
And some of the options of the data you can buy and the way you market, for example, right? You can just go on Facebook and you can push ads and you can say, let's target this demographic. But then you can get layers deep and then you can go, what is the actual term for it? It's called like IP
Balls
drops
deep.
or something like that. You know, where you can actually buy data from people that have said XYZ to their Amazon to their Echo device within the last
Crazy.
10 days.
Yeah.
Interesting. I
it's
didn't know it was that
fucked
fucking
That's
involved.
wild.
Fucked
Yeah.
up, bro.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, man.
That's
Have
like
you
I-
ever seen the movie Snowden, or do you know who Edward Snowden
yeah.
is?
Yeah, that was a really cool one.
You know,
That is legit.
crazy. They're saying now that Snowden was actually a CIA agent for us.
Oh,
Yeah, he
really?
was. That's
Well,
not.
I
Oh, is that
Yeah,
I
that's
think that
like what he
the
was.
preface,
like him?
Yeah.
Well, no,
What's
he
the
was
guy that
he
was
was
in
a CIA
jail?
agent, bro. You're
Epstein?
talking about you're talking about
Oh, that's
the
a different
Wikipedia,
one.
the WikiLeaks guy. He's in like Honduras or Peru or something. I know I'll think of his name. But yeah, Snowden
Well, apparently
was,
a bunch of all those guys, they were even Osama bin Laden. They were all CIA agents.
no, that's not accurate. Snowden was 100%. He was a whistleblower. Like he joined the CIA.
I do
no,
remember
no. He was
were
part
sho-
of the NSA.
Whatever, bro. Same shit.
No. It's
Same shit,
It's
bro.
a little different. But okay,
shit.
anyway, go. You're saying
But yeah, so he was a whistleblower, and then they were showing him like, yeah, dude, you can tap into anybody's camera, microphone all the time.
right.
And he's
because
like,
of the Patriot Act. And
he's like, this ain't right, bro. Like we should probably tell somebody about this. And they're like,
Yeah.
all right, well now we're gonna kill you.
right.
Yeah, that's wild.
We're listening right now.
You know what? It's crazy that we never know if our enemies or, well, I just say that because let's say the media labels them our enemies.
Yeah.
We don't even know if they're our enemies.
Right.
For instance, like if Osama bin Laden was
I don't know,
an
bro. A
actual
lot of these
CIA
motherfuckers
agent.
are like yelling "death to America" and blowing shit up.
Well, that's the Arab people. I'm saying Osama bin Laden as an individual, because there's a lot of pictures where his family is shaking hands with presidents, and you know they treat his family like dignitaries in this country. So they actually right when 9/11 happened, they flew his family out of the country
Out of
when
the
the rest of the country
Really?
was you couldn't fly. There was a no fly. So it wouldn't shock me. It would never shock me if we found out that Osama bin Laden was actually a CIA
operative.
operator.
I feel like nothing surprises me anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
It's wild. This world
Yeah.
is so crazy.
Think of how many things have flip flopped.
You know what surprised me? Do you know what Operation Northwoods is?
Yes, that's when our government attacked our own people and killed a lot of people.
Really?
It was a plan to. It didn't actually happen. It was
The CIA,
something.
right?
So it was, and you might want to pull this up just for accuracy, but
Hmm.
from my memory of what I've learned on it is it was an operation that was proposed and given to the president, but he put the kibosh on it. But it was
Right.
to attack American people and blame it on Cuba, so we'd have the support from the country to go to war with Cuba. And if I'm not mistaken, JFK, think about this. JFK said, "No, we're not doing this."
And that's when
And then
he
we
got
know what happened to
assassinated.
JFK.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we still had conflict with Cuba anyway after that.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Because we actually did the same exact thing. with,
Operation Northwoods, bro.
Oh no. Okay.
I love Brandon, bro. Yo, I love that we said he's a shitty Googler in the beginning, and every time he pulls up Google, we're running into something.
They say the same exact thing with 9/11. 9/11 happened so we would have
Developing
the American support to go attack the Middle Eastern countries. But what does that say?
Definitely
The
some shady
operation?
shit.
Yeah, that is right.
Yeah.
It's like some deep, what they call the deep state.
Bro, it just
shit.
lets you know
Yeah.
that, like, nobody's got our back. Like, our government is just
Right.
corrupt as
It's
fuck. Like,
so
the fact that
bad.
this was even a thought,
Yeah.
because it's one thing to just say, we want to go to war with people. Propaganda is one thing.
Right.
But this involved killing Americans.
Right.
Like, we're just going to kill Americans, so then Americans
That's
will
the
get so
scary
mad.
part.
we're gonna go blow up Cuba.
Because
Yeah.
we as the people will never know the actual truth. We'll never know if our government is acting on our behalf or they're actually against us because they'll never.
You have to
tell us.
remember that the government is made up of people. Some are corrupt, but some are good.
Yeah.
You can never define an entire like entity as one thing or the other.
Well, I mean, no. What if they were all turned?
But they're
Why
not.
can't-
They're not
we-
because you know people in the government. It's very
We
difficult.
wouldn't know that. What I'm saying, if they did some kind of operation like this, we don't know if they're acting on our behalf to save us from.
But what
facing
I'm
something
saying is, bro,
larger.
is the word they.
Or-
The
yeah.
word they is just you're talking about too many humans. They can't all be
I'm talking about the entity.
thinking the same way. Well, we already know the government is corrupt, so we know that.
It's a matter of whether they're, for instance, let's just take like 9/11. There's some people that say that 9/11 it happened because our government, wanted to execute X, Y, and Z. We'll never know.
Right.
We can't ever look it up. We'll just
Yeah.
never know.
Oh, some
we have to
people-
assume that they have
some
our
people
best
know.
interests at hand at
Yeah.
all times.
I feel like the biggest things we have like no closure on.
Yeah. I mean, we just found out that JFK was that was a whole like conspiracy too that just was released. I don't know, some like the mob killed him or something. I don't know what the hell it is. It had something to do with other shit and yeah.
You know what I don't. You know what I
Well,
don't.
well put, bro. Well put.
You articulated that very well.
Smooth.
But,
Execution. I don't even know what word I was trying to find.
Yeah.
But what trips me
You're
up
really
about,
not a big drinker, huh?
No, I'm not.
Smooth operator.
What trips me up about the government is the whole like money management thing. Like, how are we donating money to all these places when we're in debt?
Ooh,
Like,
like
how
who?
does that
Who?
happen?
Say it.
Well, I mean, whatever we're doing right now, is it the?
Giving money to all these motherfuckers.
I'm literally. I don't watch the news.
Right.
Is it
neither do I.
Islam? Is that where everyone's fighting right now?
Islam is a religion. You talking about Israel
East.
and Palestine?
Yeah, like or wherever there's an issue
Yeah.
that's not in our country, there's money going there, but we're like
Right,
billions
right.
of dollars in debt. So where is this money coming from?
I
Well,
think
that's
there
how
I
they
are.
don't
launder
get.
all their money. That's really what it is.
Simple answer.
I was thinking about this last night. I didn't have a lot of understanding on the Israel and Palestine conflict. I tend to lean towards whatever the media is really trying to push.
Exactly.
Like my instinct is to go the opposite. So
Yeah, I can
if
feel
every
that.
time I hear something or see a Facebook post or an Instagram reel and it's like the norm, like just the mainstream media trying to say, hey, listen, free Palestine or Israel is terrible. I'm like, all right, there's probably a little more to this, and I can't imagine that it's that one sided.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I feel
Yeah.
that.
Well, tying back into what you were saying earlier about the phones having access to all this internet, that can be a beautiful thing. I don't think most people use it for that.
Yeah,
But just to piggyback on that, dude, it is. I mean, I'm 34 years old, and I've read, just even reading books, never mind looking shit up and researching it, but
Yeah.
books alone, like being
Yeah.
able to read a book and not having to go to the bookstore. I
Right.
mean, I've probably bought over fucking 30 books this year, and I've never read that many books in my life, even when I
Yeah.
had to for school.
right, right.
I'm balls deep in the Bible right now. This is getting wild.
Yeah, that's right. You told
I've
me
never
about that
read
when
it,
you
yeah.
first started. How is it?
It's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird.
it's like another language, right?
Well, I ended up getting the dummy down version because
Oh,
I
yeah,
tried.
you
I
told
started
me.
with the King James version, and that shit's stupid. It doesn't even make. It's not.
Yeah,
English.
it's like an Elizabethan language or whatever they
Yeah.
call it.
Man,
I don't
it's
even know
just-
which one I read. I had to take
Yeah, probably wasn't that one. then.
theology in my college years because it was a Catholic school.
Right.
I didn't go there because of that. I just like that it was small.
In your
and
theology class, did you learn about all religions or just Christianity because it was a Catholic school?
just Christianity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we also had to take philosophy, which is like the dumbest shit ever.
Really?
Yeah. Or at least, all right, it's not dumb. 'cause I
Fuck
did
you, all the
enjoy it.
philosophers.
Like, fuck you, Aristotle.
Plato, you big
fucking
idiot.
Socrates is a bitch.
Socrates is nuts.
Okay, I take that back. That stuff was interesting.
Socrates
You can
nuts.
Plato these nuts.
Oh shit! I'm boys just chilling. We got that fucking
My
fat
professor-
Aristotle. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're on a roll. Go for
Yeah,
it.
fuck philosophy. Go ahead.
I think it was more so the professor. He literally believed in his core that nothing existed. So I just could not
You
wrap my
can't-
head around
Well,
that.
you just can't take it.
Yeah.
Bro, what are you saying?
Yeah. He was nuts.
I would
Well,
just start
okay,
touching
hold
shit.
on. If
I
you-
would start throwing shit at him.
if
Like,
you
all right.
tie-
Dude, it got
That
aggressive.
didn't happen.
Some classes.
That
It
didn't
was
happen.
Crazy.
If you tie in fucking the metaphysical and physics and quantum
Yeah.
physics and stuff, he's actually dead by scientific definition. Absolutely right.
He's absolutely wrong.
I don't understand it. I
Because
can't even
based on
fathom
quantum
it.
physics, if you're going
Yeah.
that world, and to like the you know, when you're talking about like or like atoms,
Yes.
the atomic
Yes.
level,
Yeah.
everything
Even
exists.
more so.
Everything exists. It's just the same.
No.
Not
Yes.
necessarily the same.
Because what you're
talked
getting
about
at,
this.
bro, what you're getting at. I love when you get this deep.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
based on like that theory, it's like in theory, you should be able to fucking
I
break
know.
down your atoms to a point where you can just put your fingers through
Through
this
something.
table.
Right,
And
right.
because it's just
Crazy.
Yes.
you know, you just got to find the space. So if
Okay.
you do this enough times, eventually your hand will go through.
Let me define what I mean by if you're
Are we sure about that?
if your teacher said that, I'm saying reality, right? Reality is not what we think it is.
Yeah.
Based on the scientific and through quantum mechanics and all that bullshit. But I mean, obviously things exist, so
Or do they?
you know, just not the way that we believe them.
Right.
Let a fucking philosophy
also,
professor
who the fuck
tell me
thought
something
to look
doesn't
into this
exist.
shit?
Einstein?
A lot of,
he was
yeah.
one of them.
It
A lot
like,
of the
blows my
philosophers,
mind.
hey?
Some of the
Well,
things
remember
that we
back
know.
in the day, they didn't have smartphones, so they sat around thinking about bullshit with their balls
Yo,
hanging out, wearing a robe
imagine,
and
yo,
shit.
we've
That's
got 100 years, 100 years of all of these theories and mathematical equations where now I could just go, does anything exist?
Right?
Yes, I'm like, oh, sorry, but
That's it.
Yeah, think about how fucking monumental it was that a fucking apple fell on Newton's head, and all of a sudden he's a great fucking guy, and you know,
Bro.
he proved gravity because of fucking apple. That's how much time they had on their hands. They're just sitting around, and apples are falling on their heads.
It's nuts.
What kills me is
No,
how
apples.
Apples, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Or do I not? I don't know.
you didn't, but it's all right.
You're saying that's
It went
nuts. I'm
over
like,
your
no,
head, but that's
apples.
Oh, I got you.
No, thumbs. What's wild is all the time and effort it took to research and learn back in the day. It's so embarrassing that some of us are still dumb today. Like when we have
Right?
access to
I
all of the
know.
information, bro.
It's
That's true.
embarrassing.
Everything
That's
you
very
could
true.
know.
It's embarrassing.
Everything.
It's bad.
I think I realized in probably like 11th grade or something that to me college started seeming like, all right, why? Why? You could literally go and just YouTube yourself into
Yeah.
a law degree
Right.
and not go to Harvard Law.
Mm-hmm.
You could
Like,
get
you don't
all
know
that
what
same
MC squared
information.
is? You're
Yeah.
so dumb.
It's E equals MC squared, bro.
See?
At least learn the fucking equation, bro.
Not researched enough.
Clearly, I don't have a smartphone.
You don't know what MC Hammer is, bro.
Oh man, that
He's
was
got an Android. That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
Everyone with an iPhone knows
Hey.
the equation.
I'm on shrooms. I'm drinking. I don't know. I got to blame it on something.
Yeah, man, that's a-
Like, at least say it right. You're gonna fucking
Yeah.
say it.
Damn, I drank this all again, bro.
I guess it's a catch-22, having all that information at your fingertips, and then you know, obviously you're always when you're gaining something, you're sacrificing something.
Right.
You're sacrificing
Yeah, right
human
here.
interaction.
Oh.
You're sacrificing. Think about
Where
this.
is
Remember that like nervousness when you used to, as a guy, talking to a woman, you're like, oh, should I call her? Whatever.
Yeah.
da, da,
Do
da,
I
da, da.
remember
No
it?
one gets
Bro, I
that.
still get nervous talking to Sasha, bro.
But nowadays it's just like, oh, you can immediately, just text them, and
yep. You know when
don't
they
have
see
to,
your message.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Online dating is wild.
just right there,
I
they
never
just-
had to
You
do
know
it
he's been
though.
married
They just
forever.
receive a
What do you
picture.
mean?
Well, Josh
You better
is
be careful what you say right there. She's like,
What?
online dating has sucked the last couple of years.
Well, I like I
Sucked the last
swipe
couple
right.
weeks.
been married for 5 years.
My
My
friends
Tinder's
give
been
me
so
their app.
dry.
My friends give me their app and I swipe for them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but no,
You swear, you see Josh on there. What the
yeah.
fuck's going
what
on
the
there?
fuck this guy doing on there?
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
imagine what it's.
I've
so
never done
strange.
online dating. Josh
Same.
is
We've
literally
been-
my only boyfriend
We yeah, I've
Yeah.
never. I mean, I've had
Ever?
like two,
ever.
Really?
Swear to God.
You a Jew?
No, we were
serious-
blind date
so-
for senior prom.
Wow. So you guys
Yeah,
are
it's
like,
wild.
holy shit. Aren't you two? Like childhood sweethearts
yeah,
or whatever?
10th grade.
Really? That's so cute.
I've had like girlfriends before her though for like 2 weeks or something, in
Yeah.
middle school and shit. But I've never
Yeah.
actually been in a relationship.
That's
other than her.
awesome. Nice for lifers.
Yeah,
That's where it's at.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'm scared she'll watch it. I'm not gonna make it.
That's right. Sasha's a
Yeah.
saint. Don't say shit.
Definitely.
You ever get tired of being married?
No,
I'm just kidding.
no, really. No, honestly
Is this
though.
live? Is this live?
No, dude. Honestly, my
She's
husband.
like,
she's
no.
like, yeah, sometimes it sucks.
No, swear to God though, my husband's my best friend. It's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
awesome.
great. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He should have came too.
You're my best friend, bro. We're just
let's
missing
get
one
married.
thing, bro. Let's
Let's
fuck.
get married.
Tie dicks.
Let's get married. Hang out with her and the other Josh.
Yeah, why not?
Listen,
here for
So
it.
you have a Josh. Hannah obviously has a Josh. I love that, and I don't know why it happens, but I just happen to be Josh, and then it's the other Josh, or my Josh, or that Josh.
What for me?
The original. No,
You're
for
the
me. Just
original?
let me think. Let me get
Okay.
this win.
Yeah, I'll let you have that.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Cheers to being the Josh.
The founder. It is a popular name, though. I'm actually,
Yeah.
that's where I'm at right now in the Bible, by the way, the book of Joshua.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I forget what happens there.
It's a hard read. I always say that to you. I've tried
Yeah.
to read it a
I
million
know
times.
I'm going to have to do it a few times because
Yeah.
I'm not retaining as much as I'd like to.
Well, you know what? So, like, a third of it is prophecy. A third of it, is very plain language, and then like another third is parables. So it's
Right
like,
now, I'm in the we're giving you wild instructions on how to live part.
you're like, right now I'm on the God thinks that I'm a fucking asshole.
Yeah. I'm in the part where God is like, all right, listen, if you're a woman, this is how you have to live. And if your brother is a priest and your father is dead, this is how you have to live. But if your father was a priest but he's divorced, now this is how you have to live. I'm
Jeez,
like,
a lot of
God damn,
stipulations.
somebody writing this shit down or what?
Imagine if it was
Right?
in like today's language. They'd be like, hey, listen, if your husband dies, you got to fuck his brother. That's
Yeah.
just what happened.
Right?
Yeah,
Today's
bro.
language.
That's like so. I don't know. I feel like
The good old days.
no one had
The
control
good
of their
old
own
days.
life.
Well, you know what it is? Imagine today if we were watching a football game and we saw we're documenting, we're recording history.
Yeah.
Hey, the Lions are killing the Tigers. Now, 1,000 years from now, if somebody reads that, they're like, "The fuck were they doing?"
Right?
Like, we're talking about something recreational, a sport
Yeah.
or something like that. They're thinking of something totally different.
Totally different.
Like, wow, they're very archaic and just what the fuck were they?
they're
They're watching
on that
lions
carnivore
killing
diet.
tigers and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
Like,
there's a lot
oh,
of
yeah, I'm just
stuff like that. in the
watching these
Bible.
gladiator games.
Yeah.
This American
Yeah.
gladiator
That
on
shit must have
TV.
been
Meanwhile, I'm all
wild.
fat, like watching a TV.
On the TV.
High as shit.
American gladiator. Remember the balls they would shoot at him, bro?
They're like, imagine if they were depicting, this was Jay back, 1,000 years ago. It's all muscular, like in a gladiator.
Oh my
fucking.
God,
bro.
Meanwhile, I'm watching TV. I'm all fat, high and shit.
Dude, it's gonna come to that. It's bad.
Thick ass ear holes.
Yes, cavernous.
Cavernous. That was a big word for me.
That was great use of that word.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of that in the Bible, and then it is the parables.
Cavernous. Was that like caves or
Oh
Larry,
my
what the
God.
fuck you doing down
did
there?
not warn me there were animals.
Yo, are you
There
allergic?
isn't.
No, not at all.
He's not
That
supposed to
just-
be down here.
That's the shrooms.
Hey, what animal?
Get the fuck out of here.
Jay, throw him on the floor. He's got
This
his
is the
asshole in the
prettiest little
camera.
kitten I've ever seen. He's so
That's Larry.
little.
Yeah,
Hi.
he used to
I'm
be.
gonna kill my
He used
son.
to be small. Now he's big.
She understands how life works.
Hey, look at his asshole.
It's hard not to.
Yeah.
I know, right? It is attractive. You saying it's attractive? Is that what you're saying?
No, definitely not. It looks crusty.
Yeah.
Ew. Why are you checking out his butt?
Because he's showing everybody.
You have to look if it's right in your face.
True. How can you not look at it? Like, look at it.
You're like, "No, stop. Stop. Just pepper it.
I love when I'm high and I'm watching
Whoa.
cats' assholes. Yeah, it's just very entertaining.
Yeah.
Hey, that's family, not food. All right.
So sweet.
What is the comment section saying?
Oh, yeah, what's up?
Tom was the last one to comment. He said his last comment was, "I love you guys."
Oh,
Man, that's it.
hey,
We got
love you,
one.
Tom. I
It's a
know.
whack episode. We got one fucking comment.
Nobody's fun.
Lame.
Nobody gives a shit.
Girl, or is it a boy or girl?
Larry. It's Larry.
Larry, try the espresso.
Larry the
it's
transvestite.
delicious.
All right, bub. We love you.
Josh is like,
Time
you
to
gotta go. Bye.
Fuck you, bro.
Oh shit. He's
Did he just bite you?
No, he just looked at me fast.
Yeah, he gave you the side eye.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
bro, we fight a lot. I got to make sure I keep him, like ready to hunt if he should ever run away. Like
Yeah.
Sasha wanted to clip his nails or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
we can't do
No,
that.
no, no. Because you gotta let
Yeah.
him go out into the wild.
That's what I'm saying. If he runs
Yeah.
away, I don't want him to just be a fucking.
That's how I feel about my
Yeah.
daughter.
Yeah, just
Gotta
gotta
keep her
go
ready.
It's wild out there right now.
Get the fuck out. Doesn't live with me.
In case she ever goes out in the wild. Oh God.
Do you really have a daughter?
I do.
Sad.
How old is she?
She's turning 14. you
Really?
know.
That's
I
a
love
wild
her.
time right now.
Yes,
Just
yes,
what he
yes.
wants to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what were we talking about?
Like really? How young were like? Why was it wild when you were 14?
Oh no, it was not wild when I was 14, but these 14-year-olds nowadays
Tell
are
'em.
scary.
I
Tell
know.
them, what do they do?
Are you kidding me? I
God,
know.
They're talking about like sucking
Shit.
dick on the school bus and
All
middle
right, I gotta
school.
go, bro.
Wait,
I gotta go.
somebody
Hold on.
asked
I'm
that,
gonna, I gotta
bro.
go punch my daughter.
I was
Hold
just
on.
trying
Yeah,
to bring
it's
that up on the
bad.
podcast. Who
You-
was talking
You
about
wanted
that?
to bring that up?
No, who was talking about that? And I'm like, I'm not worried about that. You're like, yeah, you wouldn't care. It's not your son sucking the dick.
What are you talking about right
Bro,
now?
that exact scenario came up before, and you're like, I don't want to hear this. You're like, I have a daughter, la la la.
Yeah,
I don't.
it's scary.
Oh,
They're like,
man.
yeah, dude,
I
they're
will
getting
punch
finger
a
blasted under the
fucking
bleachers.
14-year-old boy, I will.
It's bad.
You have to.
I feel like on the like reality TV shows nowadays, they're talking about like how like the average virginity is lost at like age 13.
What shows do you watch?
Oh, I mean,
When
we're
did you lose
into
your
the Jack
virginity?
I got you.
18.
If you don't mind
with
me
Josh.
asking.
If
Oh,
you don't
obviously.
mind me asking. It's nice to meet you, by the way.
I mean, I'm an open book. I got nothing to
Yeah, I
hide.
figured that. You're on a
Sound-
podcast.
hey,
you
sounds
know?
like it. 18.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like that was pretty average for when I was growing up.
It wasn't.
No,
No.
no.
Shit,
Because
back when I was
you're a
kid,
little
too.
younger than me, I believe. right?
93.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're 4 years younger than me.
Yeah. But I don't know. But yeah, I've heard it's.
What do you
getting
think
young.
the age should be? Like if you were to
For a boy or a man or a woman? Like a boy or girl?
let's say
I
both.
feel like yeah.
Boy,
I feel like 18
14,
plus.
15. Woman,
Yeah.
19.
Really?
I'm like woman 32.
Yeah.
32.
We don't need all these little Jezebels running around.
Yeah, right. All these wayward women.
Did you watch Handmaid's too?
Huh? Yeah,
Handmaid's-
I call her
that
up
shit
Josh
is
all the time. I
wild.
call her up
Josh.
Josh all the time, bro.
Stop
Yeah.
it. That's
I swear to God.
hilarious.
I think
She
that's
loves it,
pretty
though.
awesome that you're first and now you're married to him. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like communication is a big thing. Because if you don't like, if you're not expressing like what you want, like, what
Mm.
are you even doing? You know what I mean?
You're like, you ever tell him I want a different dick? Communication. I want a different dick.
How can we fix this? No.
Sorry, Josh. I love
No,
you. I
you're
don't
just
know
gonna-
you, but
yeah.
I love you.
No, yeah. You're just gonna get creative and like communicate, you know?
What's creative?
Dude, we're getting into this right now?
I'm trying to hold it together.
No, I'm just joking.
Just joshing.
Yeah, just joshing.
Love that
Just
for you.
pulling your leg. But
I got some stories, but I don't know where this is gonna go.
Take it there. It's all right. Nobody's watching anyway.
What do you mean? You got
Alright.
dozens and dozens of fans.
Touche.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Did you guys see the Netflix special, How to Build a Sex Room? That'll get you thinking.
No, I haven't, but I'm going to watch that.
I've
It's-
been in the sex room.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was it like?
Well, okay. I don't know if it was exactly
You
what
worked in
they
one.
probably they described in this Netflix special, but I was in a strip joint. It was a BYOB down in Texas, and this one of the workers brought me downstairs into the dungeon.
It was like a dungeon
Yeah, it
style?
was a dungeon style.
Was it aggressive?
It depends on what your definition of aggressive is. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
I had my
suppose.
shirt off with clothespins on my nipples at the
Oh,
time.
shit. Like
Yeah.
through your nipple?
No,
You know what a clothespin is?
You said
Oh,
you know what
wait.
a clothespin is?
Yes. I'm thinking safety
Safety
pin. Sorry.
pins, yeah.
I went through a safety pin and I
You had
cringed.
safety pins on your nipples?
No,
Just
God,
a
no.
piece of wood
I
through
thought you
the
just
thing?
said
No.
you went through. You
No,
went. Oh,
I
in your
thought-
mind.
in my mind, I
Got
thought that's
you.
what happened.
So yeah. And
Okay.
then. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's
yeah.
a little weird, but
It is a little weird.
it's not aggressive, I would say, I guess.
No. What,
Nah.
what do you consider aggressive? I was going there to have a beer, and I next thing you know, I had no shirt on and fucking clothespins on my nipples. You're like, oh, that's not really
escalated
aggressive.
rather
Like, well, what do you
quickly.
consider?
Where's the
aggressive?
bathroom? You go downstairs. Open the door.
What do
There's a
you
gag in your mouth, bro.
Yeah. You're like, I was on this table with a ball in my mouth. Like, what?
5 minutes later.
Yeah.
I thought
That's
you were going to
interesting.
tell the dildo sword fight ass shield story.
Oh, that was another one. But that
was fun.
that wasn't
sounds
a.
That was like
interesting.
aggressive.
That was
You were
just me and my brother.
Oh.
We got hammered and we're like, hey, let's go over
Gay.
to Amazing. Amazing was we looked through the window of the bar we were at. There was an Amazing across the street, so we got drunk and we're like, hey, let's go over to Amazing. We're like, okay. So like idiots, we go over there and there's customers shopping for things,
Yeah.
and my brother and I obviously were we're brothers, so we
Naturally,
obviously
we're in a sex
Yeah.
toy
we
show.
pulled like the big 2-foot dildos off the wall. We're sword fighting with them
Stop.
in the store.
Oh,
like
you should
little
have
kids.
went for the big ones.
Yeah, the bigger.
That's wild to me that those exist.
He tried to
You
he
just gotta
tried
be
to like
careful.
forward stab me.
God.
Yeah.
Like
He, like we
thrust?
were fencing with like
Oh my
he tried to
God.
forward stab me with this like big ass
How many
black
people were in the
dildo.
store?
Probably about 3. I mean, it wasn't that many. But
Enough to get attention.
4 if you're you know, you're talking about the guy behind the counter, but
Yeah.
luckily I was smart enough. I planned. I
Yeah.
had the silicone ass shield, and
my
I pulled
God.
that in front. You know, so he was like, "Bro, this is not fair. You got an ass shield."
The
and
shit
I'm
that
like,
is around nowadays is wild. You watch Little Dicky, right? That show?
Yeah.
That thing that he fucking whips out every once in a while?
Oh,
That is
Yeah, yeah,
insane. It's like this, like a carcass, essentially. It's
a
all
carcass
sil-
with a dick.
No,
it's a
like
sex
a
doll.
woman. Yeah, it's a sex
Oh.
doll.
A carcass.
It's like a whole,
the way you described that was so strange, bro.
it's a whole
It's a
production.
carcass.
It looks
Have
like
you
a
killed
carcass.
somebody?
He's like a
No.
necrophiliac. He pulled out this carcass.
carcass.
a fucking sex doll.
All right. There are some insane sex dolls out there, but that
Yeah.
is just,
Oh,
it's just so, like, it's dead looking. I don't know.
Listen, I don't kink shame. Everybody has
Well,
their own
yeah,
little.
everyone has their niche. We'll go there, yeah.
Everyone has their niece.
Chase's buttholes.
No, mine's ear holes.
What was the word? Your cavalcade?
Cavernous.
Cavernous. Cavalcade. What the fuck? Carnivore.
Man,
How do we even get there?
right?
I
So
think
wait,
we
no,
were
you were talking
a
about
dungeon.
not a carcass.
No, you asked
Jeez,
Jay if
that's
he's
so,
close to-
that's so,
It's like the sex doll.
I know it's
but the real
And
ones,
is
Is
it
it
right?
just
silicone?
the abdomen,
No, it's like an entire body.
like
a-
legs,
Like
feet,
face down.
ass
ass
up.
up.
That's
Yeah.
the way I like to fuck face down.
You knew that was coming.
No, seriously, it was a full body.
You've never seen one, bro?
Look it up.
I've seen a blow up doll, but I've never seen like a
Nah, these
silicone.
are like silicone. It's like real,
It's,
bro.
it looks
Ew,
heavy.
That's like
It
weird.
does look heavy, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
they're,
saying. It's
They're
like a whole
heavier than they look
production.
too.
I would think that my mind is more imaginative. What's the word?
Imaginative?
Yes, than actually having a silicone or rubber.
Yeah.
Maybe, but think
What are we
about
looking
this,
up right now? It's like also blurred
shit,
out.
all blurred out.
Think about this though, right?
Oh my god, see,
All
we're
right,
real
Brandon,
now.
relax, bro. Yeah, this motherfucker.
He said, "Whoa,
Okay.
Like these
wait,
are
that's
see
fake.
the
real. That's
appeal?
not. That's
No,
not.
that's
that's not
fake.
fake.
You don't
That's
That's
not fake. What are you
these
talking
things are
about?
molds.
No, that's not a mold. That's an
Yes, it
actual
is.
person.
Bro, that's
I
the
swear
doll.
to
Do
God,
you
no
see
one's
the appeal
body
now?
actually looks like that.
What are you talking about?
Probably
at
5K
those
if I had to
toes.
guess.
Now you can tell, obviously, that
Look at that.
That's
All right.
it?
Are you kidding me right now?
Yo.
I want to know who pays for these. Like who?
if there's
who puts
anybody
out
that
for
does
that?
pay for these, please let us know in the comments.
I would 100% pay for that.
Really, that price?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm
Well,
getting hard
I could just
looking at
resell it. I could just resell it when I'm done with it.
I mean,
You're like-
we weren't talking about making a profit,
Just
Josh.
resell it when I'm done with it.
You were like, you saw that, and you were like, I would 150% pay for that. Like, calm down, guy.
Yo,
Josh is gonna go find the exit
Oh,
for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. I'm doing twice. Damn.
That's pretty realistic.
So, but think about it though, right? What you said was, oh, I would assume my mind is more imaginative, but it is. But think
I
about
didn't realize
this
it was
way.
like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, bro,
This is what's available
if you're
now.
still using your hand, it's still just your hand. All right,
Yeah.
that you're getting your whole body involved, bro.
Yeah,
You're
it's a
like-
workout.
You know what I mean? You're on your
Oh,
back,
maybe
bro,
that's
holding
why
that
I'm
thing.
fat. I don't have one of those. I need one of those
You
to
knew
work out. Yo, hey, can we
Shit.
change this? She's
Yo,
gonna
do they
get
have-
it.
do
She's
they
about
have
to get
midgets?
it.
She's getting all excited. I feel the big kick energy around here. Can we change
Yeah,
this?
bitch. Oh, thanks. That's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said on this
All
podcast.
right, I'm half Asian. So. Look at the one bent over. Hey, can
Yo,
you-
I did already.
You're like,
I was like, scroll, bro.
I look over, you're smoking a cigarette.
Go to the bathroom.
Oh my god!
What the
This
hell's
is out
going
of
on?
control.
Jeez, what are those?
Those are like cartoon bombs or
It's
something.
5% off each thing.
You're like, what? It's just a normal pool floaty.
Hey, look at those nipples, bro. Those nipples look like
God.
peach rings.
Normal
Peachos.
people have pool noodles.
That
you
is
guys like
wild to me.
Nah,
That
see,
is
that's
wild.
a
That's
weird.
a little much.
Yeah, that's a weird nipple.
Graphic.
Like that would kill it for me, you know. Like how
That's too
Yeah,
much.
that's
what are you
too
gonna fuck
much.
that? I mean, that's now the other one.
other
That one over
ones?
there.
Yeah.
I might try to
my
have some
God.
kids with that one.
Oh, yo, how do you think you clean them?
That's what I'm saying.
just
It's
don't.
a lot of work.
What?
Ew. Rusty.
When you go in for the second time, it's like a pasty and crusted, like dry
The cat's
toothpaste on it.
asshole looks way cleaner than what your dog would look like.
Wait, what did you say?
Nah, I'm not fucking. I'm gonna lock Larry up next time. This is getting
Man,
weird.
that was wild. I didn't
That's
realize they
wild.
were
I didn't
they
think
were
we were gonna
that
go
realistic.
There. Yeah.
Like that was like really.
Yeah.
That looked like
That's why
some
they're
chicks I
expensive,
banged.
bro.
Yeah.
The
Serious.
one with the fucking huge ones, bro.
No.
They look pretty real, dude.
They're
wonder
pretty
if-
crazy.
I wonder if they're actual molds of someone's
Oh.
vagina.
I mean, you can literally make money doing almost anything nowadays. I'm sure women like sell their bodies for molds.
Would you let a company make? Sorry, I can't even ask you. I'm sorry.
Come on, do it.
Especially
Do
now.
it. Do it now.
The problem is he was looking at your eyes. You should have
know.
looked. You should
I
have looked to
should've
the
looked
left
over
and
you.
asked. Yeah.
Nope.
Whoa.
Come on. Ask
All
me.
right, never mind. No. I was gonna. Never mind. Now,
Yes, I would
now it's too
volunteer.
much. Too built
Well,
up.
it depends how much.
She was like, "Fine, don't ask me. Yes, I would do it.
Depends.
No matter what.
Ask me. Ask me.
Depends on how much.
How long you been holding that in? Fucking ask me.
No, I'm
Yes.
saying if somebody wanted to make a mold of your to sell.
Oh my god.
Like that's weird. That's
I mean,
different.
I have.
yeah,
two
it'd
of
have
them.
to be like a certain amount. It would have to be at least,
least-
a couple thousand.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be. What
For
do you
a
think they're
mold
gonna
or
get
not?
for that?
Well, think about it. They're never touching her. They're it's
Right.
not. You know.
It's and like, how do they know it's my body?
Here's what I would imagine. You just like I don't know. I'm talking.
I
to
gotta
Jay
stop
on this.
imagining
Hold on,
right
hold
now.
on.
Can we like change
You're
the
walking,
subject?
ready, you're
I
walking,
can't-
you're walking through the mall.
I'm
You're
not
walking through the
imagining
mall.
anything.
You bump shoulders with somebody who might know exactly what your girl's vagina feels like.
I
Like,
think
bro.
that's a rare opportunity.
I'm just saying, that's the risk. That's the risk if you let your girl. I'm using the word "let your girl." I'm sorry, no disrespect to you,
Imagine
but
if you're walking
No,
through the
you're
mall
fine.
and dudes are high fiving your girl.
yeah, bro. Oh, that looks familiar.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah. Oh, she's like, thanks. I got it in pink.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Oh man.
Crazy.
I'd be like, all right, calm down, keep it in your
Hilarious.
pants. Well, I'm saying, I'm sure that don't ever lick your lips and look at me ever again, especially while we're
It's
talking
getting
about
wild in
this.
here right now.
Bro, chapped, bro.
Like I know that a lot. Anyway, I know that a lot of you know,
Just double
dildos
down
and
on it,
things.
like you start licking your
Dildos
lips.
are actually made out of, not made out of. They're you know
Molds.
molds of
Yeah.
some
There are
famous
kits
people
that
sometimes.
You can do at home.
Bro, I've seen. No, I think they.
Kits?
I don't
Yes.
think they're.
Like
They're not all
DIY,
made
make
out
your
of-
own dick.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you just pour a mold over. It's like wax, kind of.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pour the
Saying
wax
right
over, bro.
now.
Then you pour the silicone in the wax.
Right.
Oh man, imagine having like a dick candle.
I have them here.
There are dick handles.
Oh my
It's a legitimate thing.
This is a legit mold.
That's wild.
We're in a weird
You can
time,
literally
bro.
buy anything nowadays. You can
And it's
literally get shit like delivered to people's houses, like specific shit,
Like what?
elephant shit, like gorilla shit. Mm-hmm. You can get it dropped off to anyone anonymously.
How
But I
do you-
feel
how
like
do
if
you
you're
know
delivering
this?
shit to someone, like they're gonna know who it's from.
Well, they would definitely pick out of their friends who's the only one that would do this.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Like if you got gorilla shit mailed to your house.
Well, just think if you and I had a mutual friend and one of us sent him shit, how would they wouldn't know which one of us it was.
Sure, they might think it's.
Brandon, if you got
else.
shit delivered to your house, who's your first choice? See, we're in the clear, bro.
Would
Wow.
Freddie mail you some shit?
Out of the group, yeah, probably.
Oh, but then again, he doesn't include us in his friend group. That's why it wasn't one of us. so.
Facts.
Oh, you talking about you two? I
See,
don't-
told you.
you guys been telling me shit. You just send me money.
That's a nice friend.
Yeah, nowadays,
We're
yeah,
not
you can
friends.
have anything sent.
This is
have you
strictly
ever
a professional
have you ever
relationship.
Sent shit or anything, you know, on that level, on the shit level?
No, just like a gag gift, like a dick box or something.
What is a
for-
dick box?
Like
Sasha.
it's like dick confetti and.
You fucking ass.
Wow, you're gonna disrespect Sasha like that?
That's not you.
No.
You say that's disrespectful. That's a fucking term of endearment for her.
Yeah.
I
She's my own
suppose.
little personal dick box.
Why? If Josh called you a dick boss, you wouldn't like
I
that?
guess I wouldn't be offended.
What about meat sleeve?
Ooh, that's kind of raunchy.
That's a little
What
raunchy.
about what about woman?
what?
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa!
No, I just
Whoa.
said woman. It's all synonymous.
settle
Dick
the-
box, meat sleeve.
Settle down.
I could care less, but the majority will probably cancel you. I don't know. People are so offended nowadays. It's so annoying.
Would you let somebody buy your shit?
Buy a mold of my cock.
No,
like,
your
like if you
shit.
took a shit, if somebody said, "Jay, take a shit in
we
a
were talking
bag,"
about molds of cock. Oh,
nobody would
yeah,
buy a
why-
mold
we
of
would
your
fucking-
cock, bro.
Absolutely.
Sell your shit
Yeah.
for money.
Yeah.
To, like,
To who? Where are these sites, bro? I take so many
Are you
shits.
serious?
Yeah, but you got to you got to meet certain. Yeah, because I looked it up. Yo, I'll pinch off a couple for like 100. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you guys want to do.
Oh my god,
You're retarded.
it's crazy. You can literally make money doing almost anything.
Yeah, people are fucking paying people to look at their feet.
I was just gonna say,
Feet
we got a
pics.
Yeah.
feet finders page for her.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Is it worth it?
it depends what you consider worth it. I mean,
Like a couple $100 a month?
Well, no, I mean, if you
put in the
generate
work
anything,
to-
really.
if you put in the work to it, you know, it's just like anything else. It's marketing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you got to
Yeah.
remember, there's 17 million broads taking pictures of their feet. You got to figure
Right.
out a way to stand out and get in front of the people.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have to share it elsewhere though, or if you like market yourself the right way, it's like naturally growing on that?
I don't know. After we made like $8, I haven't really looked at it anymore. I was like, all right,
Well,
this is
that's
not
the
worth
thing.
it.
There's like so many like little weird things that you can do nowadays. I like wonder how many are actually worth it.
It's all just a gateway to prostitution. Eventually, like somebody's
Right.
going to offer you enough
And then
money where you're going
everyone's
to bang them.
offended about it.
You're like, no, I don't do anything.
just ways
all
to
I
make
do,
money,
All I
you
do
know?
is,
Yeah.
and listen, let me be very clear. I'm not against prostitution. I think it's the oldest industry we have
Oh,
as
no,
a planet. You know,
by
I
fact it is.
think it bothers me that it's illegal. You know, like I think
Mm.
fucking two consenting people should be able to exchange money for whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean, I understand like
Facts.
there's questionable things that happen within prostitution, but
How
I
do you
mean,
mean?
if that's the woman's choice to be in that
Like what
industry,
though? How do you mean? Question.
like if like I don't know, like women get raped, I guess, but also like
well,
isn't
that's
that
not.
part
That's
of
at that point. It's like
their-
robbery.
Yeah. That's not.
Or I guess rape isn't the best
stealing.
thing to talk about in that industry because they're there to have sex. So maybe like
Give me your pussy.
if people get like beat up. I guess like the physical assault part is the issue because that's kind of what they're getting paid
Put
for.
your hands up. Give me your pussy.
That's the thing Brandon does at the office. Drop your weapon.
Oh my god. You're crying again. Wow, twice in one episode.
I feel like all women have a.
Where's this going? Let's hear it.
Anytime he says all women, I fucking pray though.
Let's
bro.
hear it.
It's like-
I was gonna say. I was gonna say price.
oh my god.
Price? Oh my god. Good thing you stopped.
He did. He said it though.
Am I wrong though?
What?
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Let me
and
just
have like
get
a
my
price that they would put
Alright,
out
alright.
for?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be respectful and have a serious conversation here.
Since when, bro? But I'm
Do
back in
all
the
women
game.
have a price for, you know,
Instinctually,
Putting
I'm
out
going
there?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
like how much would a man have to pay?
That's where it gets risky when you like
Yeah.
you don't want to say a number and then hear that your number is exponentially lower than everybody else's.
Right? I don't know.
You go to
Shit.
say it at the same time, you're like
Then we got 20.
750, and then your friend says 1,000, and you're just like, oh.
Right?
Like
Well, for me,
I got 50.
For me personally, I feel like it would also depend on like if I was single versus not single.
Yeah, that
Well,
increases the
obviously.
price, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Now you got to pay double. 'Cause
Yeah.
two people have to
You
be
ever,
okay
you ever
with it
seen
now.
that movie Indecent Proposal?
No.
It's
I've
an
heard
older
of it.
movie,
Yeah, I get the
where
concept of it.
This married woman, she meets this very wealthy, attractive man, and you know, essentially the gist of it is he writes her a check. Where is, you know, not your price, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
like, what would it take for a married woman to, you know, break the vows and stuff like that?
Depends on the woman.
It would have to like maybe
Go with
pay
the
off my
moonshine
student
again.
loans. to
And
be
she
honest.
actually,
Yo, that's it.
she's like,
Oh,
"What do you
shit,
owe? I owe 6,000."
No,
I'm either
no.
gonna write her a check for
It's like-
$6K or vote for what's his name, bro, Bernie Sanders.
No, I got like 50 grand of student debt. It's rough. So it's not cheap, but I guess it's not like $1 million either.
She's like, "At bare minimum, you gotta pay off my student debt."
That's hilarious, bro.
George said, "What the f? 1,200."
1,200.
George,
No,
who?
definitely more than 1,200. That's not doing
We got
shit.
1,200.
It's
Do I
not
hear
my
15?
mortgage.
Do I hear 15? Do I hear 15?
I'm like, "George, let's meet up this weekend."
Yo, we're just auctioning it
Sorry,
off.
George, not happening.
Yo, pull these up so we read them.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Damn, that's
But there,
tough.
so there is definitely an amount. What would you
No,
say to
Facebook,
somebody that says there is no amount? No amount. You think that's a lie? Do you think that that's they're not being truthful?
Well, so here's the thing. I would definitely have like a conversation about it with Josh, just because how we like
I
operate.
mean, what if he
But-
agreed? What if he
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
if
"Hey,
he
you know,
agreed, I would definitely
you
do
got a
it.
C note?"
Oof. A C note. You're an idiot. You know what a C
C-note?
note is?
No.
$100. What a prick.
No,
This
oh,
guy's
no.
this
Fuck
no, wait, no.
no. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely not $100. That's for sure.
All right. I feel like this conversation
Yeah.
is borderline.
Yeah.
We're
Let's
not
get
far
out-
from
let's
Jay
get-
taking
let's
out his
get-
wallet.
Let's get out of this.
No, it's funny because I used to ask
We're
Jay this
talking to a married
question.
woman, so it's like very interesting. Yes. What
It's
is it?
raunchy.
Raunchy.
Jay goes, we're talking to a married woman. You're so
That should be
Yo,
the episode.
you're so
name,
sick,
Raunchy.
bro.
You added the running your hands. Like excellent.
Special territory.
No.
No, I used to ask Jay that all the time because like
How much? I would
like
give
woman,
up my
yeah,
shit.
like any woman, I said, you know, every man has to have a number where they suck a dick.
Chill, bro.
You
I
have to
don't
have a
have a
number.
There's got to be a number.
No way. No
come
way.
on,
My
it's-
dignity doesn't have a price.
I don't know. Like if you were like hostage somewhere, you wouldn't do it.
No.
Now you're adding in all kinds of different dynamic.
Okay.
As
but
a
money
straight
strictly-
man, I'm saying I couldn't.
No.
Oh, but you could be gay for a little bit.
Nah, I couldn't. I couldn't if I tried. It's like saying, you know, I don't know. It's weird.
Well, I guess for you, yeah, for guys, you kind of have to be in the mindset to do certain things.
Excuse me. When I say that's
you can't
weird, I don't
just-
mean that's weird in a derogatory sense. I mean that's weird for a straight man to compromise his heterosexuality.
Why
Yeah.
does sucking a dick make you gay?
Well, we had that conversation too.
Does it?
I would say yes. I say it's always
I
the
probably
action.
agree with you.
So are you coming out of the closet? Are you saying
Yeah,
like,
what's
I guess
happening?
I'm gay? Is that what you're saying? Wait, why do you got to think
But
about
let me
this?
no, because I was gonna follow that up with a question of what if if there's a gay man
Dude, have you sucked a
and
dick?
then they sleep with a woman, are they no longer gay?
I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
think it's how you feel about it, no? Or
Because plenty of women that I've been with, they have gone with other women. I mean,
Yeah.
I-
Well,
I feel
after
like
you,
that's
no
pretty
shit.
typical.
Like, it's
No,
like
I'm
every
saying,
woman I
like-
sleep with turns to woman.
no. I'm saying like,
They give up on
You
Yeah.
ever kiss a woman?
no, but it's on my list.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Babes!
No, but I feel like I honestly feel like, I don't know, for what I'm familiar with, I
Go
feel like
Josh.
girl on girl is more like typical, like experimental wise.
Right.
Because like I
Like
said, I
guys
think
don't
for,
experiment. You're just either gay or you're not. You know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, I'm just
I don't
experimenting.
know.
Like,
There
let's
are
suck each other
bi
off.
guys, though.
No,
This
they're
stuff like
gay.
No, yeah.
confuses me, honestly.
Yo, there's
I hate putting labels on anything. Like, why can't we just like be who we are and like
well,
fuck who we
'cause-
fuck? I don't know.
well, you can. There's just a
absolutely
way to
you can.
describe it. If you
Right.
happen to fuck
Like
the
there's
same
people that
person,
actually
it's
fuck their cars. They're called mechanophilias. Seriously.
Weird.
gay. Can I feel you?
There's people that fuck
That's a good
animals.
one.
It's called
What kind of car?
bestiality.
All right, let me ask you this: If
kind
you
of
were
car
in
would
that
I
realm,
fuck?
like, yeah, if you had to pick one car to fuck, what kind of car would it be?
I don't know. They'd have to have like a really soft interior.
Wait, is that what you fuck the interior?
No.
I
hold on,
immediately
didn't-
thought
didn't-
muffler.
You,
Muffler?
you didn't. You
Oh
didn't
my
let me
God.
finish. I'm saying the interior of their tailpipe.
Okay.
I guess. I mean, how do you fuck a car? How do you
Right?
I don't know. It definitely wouldn't be
stick
like
your
a big
dick in
ass
like the
pickup
air
truck.
conditioner
Though.
vent?
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
I was picturing like a little, I don't know, like a cute little smart car or something.
Smart car?
I'm small.
Stop.
Like a Hot Wheels?
Like
Is
a
that
car
what
that doesn't make me gay. I'm not fucking a Ford.
Yeah, you
Jay, you fucking Suburban. Like, fucking Diesel.
No,
Cummins. Fucking Diesel.
I'm fucking a Honda on rims. With rims.
This
that's
thing's
lower.
got a Hemi.
It's playing a bunch of Spanish music out and blasting out the windows.
Yo, just think about
Oh,
it. I mean, I
man.
don't know. If you had to choose, like, there's definitely some are gayer than others.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a matter of gay when you're talking about mechanophilia. It's-
Again,
This is what it is.
so again, like, which do you look at one of those vehicles as more masculine? Like, if you're a straight man and you had to fuck a car, would you rather it be a truck or an Altima?
You're like, would it rather be a pink?
Now we're talking, bro. Maybe even one that you spray with water first, bro. Get a little wet.
Those are
my
social
God.
constructs, you know, like pink and blue. And,
What,
What
for
the
boys and girls?
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. I mean,
crying.
hey, listen, there's different, strokes for different folks. Some people like fucking their cars. Some people like fucking the same sex. Some people like fucking kids. Some people like fucking beasts or animals. You know, everybody fucks everybody.
A lot of, yeah.
Nah, let's not throw the kids in there though. That's
Yeah.
There
not
are
us.
actually people that fuck kids.
They're just fucking
just the
immature
reality.
assholes though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the weird part is how like I'm saying it so serious. Like, just get over it. People fuck kids.
All right. Love is
Terrible.
love.
Terrible
Love is
truth.
love.
Love is love.
You sick bastard.
Sick fuck. Recently, one of my friends.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Recently, one of my friends. They were.
He might go to jail after you say this, bro.
Funny as fuck. He was getting a colonoscopy scheduled, and he was saying to me, I was like, "Hey, you nervous about the?"
Do I know this person?
Yes. He was like, "You nervous?" I was
That's
like,
why
"You
I
ner-
had to edit the thing.
You nervous about the procedure?" He was like, "No, I'm gonna ask that they don't use anesthesia." I'm like,
Yeah.
like, you're so fucked up,
That's
dude.
crazy.
I was laughing so hard. I was like, this fucking guy. Of course he would be my friend, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, no, I'm gonna go to the doctor right after.
Did you guys ever watch the Shang Wing special on Netflix? He's like an
Nah.
Asian comedian with long
No,
hair.
is he? I would have
Yeah.
never guessed.
Oh my-
He's funny as fuck.
The Shang Wing guy. It's like he's Asian.
In case it wasn't obvious.
What do you mean by that?
Huh? Shang Wing?
Yeah.
Oh, what? That it's Asian?
Yeah.
It sounds very Asian. I don't know.
You hear that, Brandon?
Brandon, you get
Am I wrong?
offended when
Apparently-
people
I'm
say
sorry.
Oriental.
You look more like a Shang Wang.
Some Asians get offended when you say that they're Oriental.
Who uses that term though?
Yeah, what does that
I
even
feel like
mean?
that's outdated or
I don't
not
know.
used.
Heard it one time.
A lot of people are like, "What? Am I a fucking rug? What am I, a vase?"
I know what you mean by the term. I just never I never really understood how it applied to Asians. Oriental.
Oriental?
Yeah.
When I hear Oriental, I think of like the rugs or like
Exactly.
style of like.
So
room
what does
decor.
Oriental mean?
I
Is
think
it like the
Asian.
weird orientation of their eyes?
horizontal.
Horizontal? You're thinking of like the
Their
Orient
eyes.
or Orient?
Their eyes.
Oh.
Actually, Asian vaginas, they actually go side to side, not up and down.
Really?
Remember when we played that game where they put
We played with an Asian
No,
vagina?
we played Smash or Pass, but you just had to say one word as to why. And like Lucy Lou came up and I'm like, Smash. Sideways.
Horizontal.
Sideways.
What does it mean?
Oh. Bro, how could that be offensive if it means a characteristic
It
of
just
Asia?
says like gooks. Nips. It's some slang term. Interesting.
Of Asia, I guess.
I don't get
Of
offended when
Asia.
people say Oriental. I don't get offended when people say whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't get
same.
offended by anything.
Yeah, same. I'm pretty.
What's
What
the-
ancestry are you? What
Jewish, right?
No.
No?
No, I'm French, Italian, Portuguese, and I think that's it. Yeah.
Oh, you
What's
like all the
your-
breads.
Yeah, all the breads.
What's Why, 2 different laughs there. That was cool. What which one do you like the most? Which heritage?
Which bread?
I feel like Portuguese
Wonder.
I relate to. I don't know. I really love like family ties and stuff like that, and I feel like Portuguese
show.
families are very connected.
Alexa, set the mood.
Fire comes out.
Let's get it on.
But yeah, no,
So
I
you
would I wouldn't-
recognize more with Portuguese, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think like I just find ancestry really cool and stuff like that.
Wow, more so than there's a huge, obviously, up here in the Northeast, huge Italian pride.
Yeah.
And you
Fortunately.
your husband's Italian.
Yeah, well, so
forgot that
honestly,
you
since
said
I've
that.
married or been involved with his family, I've gotten connected to like Italian stuff through his like mom and their family. They do the Seven Fishes for like their Christmas. When they
Oh,
used to
okay,
go to
so
their
they're old
party and
school.
stuff. Yeah, really old
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
But yeah, before that, I feel like my mom's side was always predominant
Hmm.
Portuguese, and then my dad's side was predominant French. So the Italian wasn't as like intense. But yeah,
I've been to the Azores,
oh, I heard it's beautiful.
Excuse me.
but I didn't really get a chance to like go outside, look around.
What do you mean? What'd you do there?
He was in that dungeon with fucking
I was actually-
toothpicks in his nipples.
I was in the military,
Yeah.
and we were stopping there,
Oh, okay.
fueling up to go to the desert. So
Gotcha.
we had a small chance to get outside of the plane, but I mean, I couldn't go really anywhere outside of the airport or the tarmac. So
Gotcha.
actually, I had my first. What they actually pronounce it gyro. It's a gyro
Oh,
Gyro.
really?
in fucking Portugal. So
I
it was
love
weird.
those.
Oh, it's not even a real one. What is a gyro? Isn't it like Lebanese? It's Middle Eastern.
Greek.
Right?
Yeah, I think it's Greek.
Yeah.
Keto. Those are so good
Lamb.
with the lamb meat.
Oh
and
my
the-
god,
What is that
so
sauce?
good.
Tzatziki.
Tzatziki. My
sounds
husband's obsessed with tzatziki.
banging, bro.
You know,
Oh,
the
man, I
Greeks,
could
they
fuck
actually
up a gyro.
they found a new use for sheep.
Really?
They stopped fucking them.
No, wool.
What do you mean? That's always been a thing, hasn't it?
Wait, did I ruin the joke?
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry, bro.
But anyway, yeah. So
yeah, you did. yeah, you did.
I find that the Portuguese. So I used to, when I was a kid, I used to go to the Portuguese Fest in the Ironbound section of Jersey. Huge thing.
Yeah.
Are you like that Portuguese? Like
No.
Portuguese?
No.
No.
They didn't. I honestly wish, like, my great grandmother spoke Portuguese, but after her, like, they kind of dropped all, like, the traditional.
Can you speak
type
at all?
things. No.
Um,
I took Spanish for a bit, but
You speak Spanish?
not fluently.
Lo siento.
I know. It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
I almost had a 1-year streak on Duolingo, and then I had my son, and
Is that like Babbel? Like
kids
kind of
always
Yeah.
fuck everything up. You know what I'm saying?
FDK, bro.
definitely, like, flipped your world upside down, but he's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Was your son?
Aren't
As
you?
they get older,
Huh?
it gets
Was
less
he
amazing.
planned?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
No, Josh slipped and fell on her.
Hey, listen, things
No,
happen. You know
yeah,
what I'm
things
saying?
happen.
Yeah.
No, he was playing, though.
That's good. That's good.
Yep. Yeah, it still like rocks your world though, whether it's planned or not.
You
I
know, it's
feel.
weird when
No one
you're
can really
like-
prepare you for it.
When people tell you they're trying for a baby,
Yeah.
it's like so weird because
Well,
you know
some
like
people
what it
can't-
actually means. And you're like, all right, that's a
Right?
weird thing. Now I
No,
gotta look at your
some-
wife.
Yeah.
You tell me you're cream pieing her every night, bro. Like,
right?
cool. We're trying for a baby.
Yeah.
Imagine like your kid. You're telling your wife's dad, oh yeah, we're trying for a baby. Like,
He's like that. He's beating that pussy up.
oh, we've been trying so much.
Every night. That sucks. Like though, when
Having
let's-
kids. Yeah.
No, when you if you're a female and your husband, his sperm sucks, or you're married to you want to have kids and her eggs suck or whatever.
Yeah. Infertility sounds rough for sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of innovation out there, but it's still like not covered. So you're paying out of pocket for a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
For
As far as I'm
infertility?
aware, I don't know.
Oh no, man.
My daughter's mother, she had it rough when I made her.
Yeah.
I don't
She's
know
all
what
hot and
you're doing,
bothered after those mannequins. It's kind of in one sort of way.
No. Let's keep it light. Let's go back to
Yeah.
the silicone.
Now we'll
vaginas.
keep it light, bro. Keep it light. What's your price? Let's keep it light. Let's keep it light. We got fucking like
What's
Cash
your
App offers
price?
and shit online, bro. People are throwing money left and right. It's like a silent auction in the comment section, bro.
People are opening fucking GoFundMe.
So let me ask you this. I mean, it's tough to say because like I know you're not in a relationship right now, but I mean I don't know
I
if you
am.
could put yourself in that situation. Oh, are you?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, congrats. What's his
Yeah,
name?
yeah. His name's Steve.
Nice. Whoa, why'd you go with my son's name? That's so weird.
No. I talk to. I'm not like deep in a relationship. Like I'm not like committed and all that shit. Like, It's hard nowadays because
She's
you know what?
watching this,
Listen,
crying her eyes out right now.
I know. She's like, what? What are you talking about? No, listen, people come in
I
packages.
just gave you a key.
You know, like, and, you know, they might have this. This is awesome and whatever, but they might be lacking over here and et cetera, et cetera. Me too. I'm not saying just, you know, prospects. I'm saying,
Yeah.
you know, I might be, you know, have all this money. I might be lacking in the
Nether regions.
the girth. no.
What are some of
So-
the boxes that have to be checked for you? I know you
personally,
like. I know you like a
so
real like feminine
women. Yes, I cannot do
Submissive.
anything masculine or anything like that.
Yeah, but like
Even-
the things you consider masculine are so funny. You're like,
Let's
I don't
hear
like
it.
my
Listen,
woman
so-
drinking ice in
So,
her drink.
what? Yeah, no,
Like
no.
if you're out with Jay and you order a beer, forget it.
I had a female on top of me, and I'm grabbing her hips, right?
Yeah.
Like her lower abdomen and hips, and
Yeah.
she was so muscular that it turned me off. I'm like, geez, it feels like a
Really?
dude. Like,
Okay.
So something really.
This was when you were in Thailand, or no?
I was drunk and no. Yeah, so like stuff like that. I'm like, oh man,
Like physique.
so fit. Yeah. And I'm
Just
talking
a little
about
muscular, too muscular.
not a little muscular,
Too muscular for you to feel like she was still a
yes. And there's definitely a line. There's definitely I love feminine women, and I think that curves are feminine. I think that whole thing. But when your shoulder width is wider than your waist width, and you start forming that V, that's a little crazy for me. You know, I'm like, you know what? No, I can't. But stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, women
Everyone has
love
their
masculine
preference.
men.
Yeah,
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
It's the same
They don't want
shit.
some beta ass bitch. It's like,
No.
right. Exactly,
Yeah.
right? They love just masculine men. They
Yep.
want
Yeah, I mean, everyone has their niche, right? Another word for the night. If this episode is not called raunchy, I'm going to be offended.
right, exactly.
You call it whatever you want. It's fun. We're tagging you, so make sure you're okay with it. We're tagging everything.
It's fine.
It's
We might-
usually like the beta males that are
How
they're
much
the
would
nice,
Megan charge? That's the title.
they're the nice guys, and unfortunately they do. They do. They do.
They do.
Get overtaken by the alpha males, but whatever.
Yeah.
I was watching this podcast of these two broads that do a podcast that always pops up in my feed. I'd like to get them on. It'd be an interesting dynamic because they are very, very, very like anti-man, and men aren't this these days. Men aren't that. Men aren't this. Men need to do this.
Yeah, please bring them.
Today they were like what I saw. It was talking about like women and submitting, like submissive women or some shit like that.
Right.
You think that all women are submissive naturally, and they just like that it needs to be under the right circumstances, or do you think some are just never gonna submit?
Oh yeah, I think there's a mix out there, especially in American culture. I think in American culture,
That culture it's kind
not-
of like pressed on like
Yeah.
independent, single.
not
Yeah.
to be
You're a bad
submissive.
bitch.
I don't think
Right.
submission is actually a bad thing. Most people
No.
just add this like kind of negative stigma and it's derogatory. I don't think submission is a bad thing if your man loves you.
Right. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to submit to that? You know what I mean? If your man
Yeah.
properly loves you and he has respect for you, and what's wrong with submitting to somebody who loves you?
Right.
But if your man's treating you like a fucking asshole
Yeah.
and you're submitting, well, then
puts
you're
you in
just a
submission.
fucking, like treating you like a piece of shit.
I got her
well, that's a little different.
Yeah,
Obviously,
right,
you
for
never
sure.
submit to that.
No.
Even myself as a man, if I were properly loved by my female partner, I would submit to that in the sense, like, obviously it would be monogamous,
Yeah, it's like a trust
it'd
thing.
be exclusive, right?
I like this moonshine.
But if you're a
Glad you like
fucking
it.
asshole and you're a whore and a slut and all that other stuff, I'm not submitting to that. I'm just gonna treat you like that, and that's
Yeah.
just what it is.
Interesting.
What do you
Interesting
feel?
take, Jay.
What do you think? What do you think as a female? Do you
I
think
mean-
that you should submit to your? I mean, who wears the pants in your relationship?
I mean, I don't know who wears
Air
the
out
pants. Look at Josh. I feel like I'm typically the more dominant one, I would say. But
Oh,
like
so you're
I
with
do.
a beta male?
Huh? Is that what that is? I don't know.
Nah, he does jujitsu, bro. He'll
Yeah, he
fuck you up.
does jujitsu.
Keep
He
talking
has
shit.
Hey.
he has the ability to be dominant,
Talking
but
shit.
I
You'll
feel
be
like I
submitting.
typically like am the dominant one.
Like I'm the beta male when Josh fucking kicks my ass.
Because you're in an armbar. Sorry, I submit.
It's like fucking I'm tap. Sorry, Josh. No disrespect.
No disrespect.
None taken.
No, not at all. Yeah.
So
No,
you're
but I
saying
do
you're the
enjoy,
more
like-
dominant one?
Yeah, but I do enjoy like when the tables are turned for sure.
When you say enjoy, what do you mean?
Like sexually, like if he is the one that's advancing, like I'm typically, I think the dominant one in that sense. Is that where
Yeah,
you're
we're
going
way
with
too
this?
immature for this.
I don't
You
care.
cannot say the word sex in any context on this show. Can't handle it.
Okay.
Cock,
noted.
fine.
What are you gay?
So my take on it, I think that even the kind of women that you're describing that are, the culture kind of breeds to be independent and be dominant. I do believe that, because I believe that it all comes down to where we're at primitively and what's in our actual DNA. That if faced with the right person, I think any woman would be more submissive if the situation and the man is correct. Look,
Yeah.
for example, Sasha and I have been together for 17 years, dude. Almost 18 at this point in February. And it probably wasn't until the last 4 years that she's really kind of taken more of a incredibly feminine and submissive role. And that's not like a coincidence, like over the past 4 or 5 years, I think that I've matured and provided her with a way deeper sense of
Where she doesn't mind it.
security.
Yeah.
Not just doesn't mind. Where just like it's. I almost feel like I use the word earned it. You know what I mean? Like I earned that
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
her, and just the way
No,
that I
Because
did
it is
it.
a level of trust too, I think,
Yeah,
from
absolutely.
the opposite side. Yeah, for sure.
That's good, man. When you're a woman or she feels comfortable in us and she's still she's still in her feminine feels, like
Yeah.
that means that she feels protected. She's comfortable enough to play the feminine role.
Right.
But if things aren't right, if things are hostile, if things are the energy's bad, then a female will start to act in their masculine.
Act out.
Yeah.
Just like a child. bro.
And-
They're just like grown-up children.
Well, you know what it is? They say like
I'm not saying this right, bro.
men and women are so different. But if you understand that and you understand how men think, you understand how women think, it's very easy to,
Yeah.
figure it out. That's why I'm single.
I always think about
I'm
why
not
you're
single,
single.
but
man.
I mean-
I think you're single because you're picky. Like
I'm
you don't,
very
you don't
picky.
settle
Yeah?
either.
No,
You know,
I
and you're
don't
very,
settle.
You're
No.
stubborn.
I'm too old
also.
to settle.
You're stubborn.
Yes,
you
very,
know?
very
You
bullheaded.
You're prideful.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
your ego.
absolutely, all those
I think your
things.
ego is a little more fragile than you'll admit sometimes.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely.
And I don't even think that's a bad thing because it you really stand your ground on your beliefs and what you want. So
Yeah.
and you're
I
ugly.
agree with all of those things.
and you're ugly. That's another reason you're single.
right. You have nothing
All right,
going
listen,
for
this is
you.
my
Your
brother.
boy,
Relax.
yeah.
This is my brother. You want me to
Thank you for
say?
sticking up for
All right, fine. I want to fuck you.
No, you're absolutely
I thought
right
you
in
were
those
getting
things.
Thought I was
Because
getting married.
Yeah, you said you guys were getting married earlier.
Oh, us.
us.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like I'm not. I'm gonna shut up right now. Actually,
well, you know what it is? It's because that I have this like kind of overall worldview that people suck. So like when somebody attacks my ego or my pride, not that I really give a fuck, but I understand what they're trying to do, and that pisses me off. Not that what they're saying.
no, you can. It's almost like you can see the manipulative intent.
Yes,
Yeah, no,
exactly.
I get that.
Like
too,
if you,
man.
for instance, you call me fat, I don't give a flying
Right.
fuck. But because you're so, let's say, I don't know what the word is, whether it be immature or
feel
that
like
you would
that's-
think that
yeah.
that would offend me, that kind of triggers me in a sense. Like you're such an idiot. Like why are you even saying? You know what I'm saying?
I could see that for
Yeah.
sure.
But when it comes to relationships, obviously, I would never want to put a female in the defensive enough where they have to start acting out in their masculine kind of.
Right.
Because then,
Well, it's hard not
That's
to
where
because
shit-
I think naturally, like initially in the beginning, I mean, especially if you're kind of, how do I
Gay.
say this? No, like, older, it's not like we're teenagers, we're not young 20s.
Right,
so
right,
any
right.
woman that you meet that's, older than 20 or 25 will even say, is probably going to have, you know, life experiences with men that didn't end well. You know, so
Right, right,
almost
right.
like you expect them and understand that they're going to come in with their guard up a little bit.
And baggage
So it's,
and
yeah,
things. And
I
stuff
mean, not
like
even
that.
maybe not even baggage, but it's almost a tough ask to ask them to come in right away super feminine and submissive, because every experience they've had with a man up to this point has not been the right one.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that 150%. How do you feel about like
Philosophy.
as a woman, you said you're 30 years
30,
old?
yeah.
Yeah. Imagine
93.
you know, let's say 10 years from now, for whatever reason, you know, you and Josh split. Not saying that that's going to happen.
Yeah,
but
no.
you could imagine how hard it would be to, you know, go out start dating after being in a relationship so long with somebody.
It would definitely be intimidating.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I didn't even date to begin with. So, like, to get
Do
him.
you even know what it's like to date? You've always been with
No.
Josh.
No. Like, he was literally handed to me.
Wow, that's
was wild.
so.
It
That's
was a-
awesome, and
yeah.
you don't hear that
It's like
a
on
lot.
some beta male platter.
For real, though.
You're
I'm so
hers
lucky.
now.
It's wild. Yeah, we had gone to opposite, like, high school. He went to East and I went to West in Cranston.
Yeah.
And for that year, we had, like, some, like, event together through the schools.
Josh.
Shout out.
Did it right, bro.
Yeah, like you got the chick that's never been with anybody else, and you know
It's a
that's
flex,
awesome.
right?
That's
That's what I
fucking
tell
awesome.
him. No
I
one
need
else
to
has
find
touched all
somebody like
this,
that.
right?
I can't find somebody
Not
like
at
that.
your
44
age.
years old.
Nah, bro.
You're like, hey,
If
I
you
got
do,
like
like,
4 kids.
if you
and
do,
fucking
yeah.
I smoke
If you do,
Marlboros.
no. If you find someone that's never been
Their
with anyone,
vaginas dragging on
not-
the floor.
it's not gonna be by
Like, it's
choice.
like,
If
you're
she
right.
hasn't been with anyone yet, it's not by choice, bro.
Right.
Yeah. No,
You
it
pull up
was
the
wild.
fucking woman Stephen Hawkins.
So
bro.
you actually like live almost a fairy tale kind of. A lot of women would love
Yeah.
to say that. They would love
I
to,
know.
you know,
It is pretty crazy.
but they're all whores.
does it ever cross your mind or even his mind? And I don't know if you can speak for him on this,
Yeah.
but just the thought of like,
That's
oh
crazy.
well, how do I know that this is really the right thing if I don't have anything to compare it to?
I mean, I feel like I've definitely pondered it, but I think like if we're ever interested in something, like we express it, so then we just make it happen
swinging.
in our own sense. Yeah.
Swinging, that's popular nowadays.
Haven't done that yet. I don't
one of my-
know. I
look at-
don't know.
One of my friends is like big into that, man. You know him,
Yeah.
obviously. I won't say his name, but he.
Did I fuck his
he
wife?
Wears, he
What do
wears,
you mean? You know him,
might, you
obviously.
might have, bro. You know, man. He,
I have no idea.
He goes to rocks every now and then. He wears the weed hat.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of big like groups of swingers in Rhode Island.
Yo, he's explained to me. They're like, bro, they're like fucking parties. They're going to
Yeah.
meet up 30 deep, and they're just like, all right,
Yeah,
pick a name out of the hat. That's who you're fucking.
it's crazy.
What?
Yo.
I could
that's,
never even imagine. It's a wild
Hey, you
way
know,
to live.
certain things, you know, tickle certain people's pickles. Whatever.
Different strokes for different folks.
You know, there's nothing wrong with that, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it yet, man. Maybe I'm just not mature enough, and I'm too like
Yeah.
insecure and jealous. But like right now, I don't know. I can't imagine just being like, oh, there's my wife. She just came out. Got railed by that guy.
Yeah.
You ready to go,
couldn't do
sweetie? Let's
it.
go pick up the kids.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's
I don't know if ever. You know, if ever. Because
Yeah.
to me, it's such
especially
a,
because women are so emotional. Now, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
obviously. But everything that in a woman's world is almost emotionally decided, versus men. Men are logically. They make decisions based on logic.
Yeah.
Like we don't give a fuck how we feel about it.
I'd probably-
it's kind of like when
I'd probably challenge that a bit.
Well, I'm saying, okay, let's just be general. If somebody stubs their toe, we're not like, oh, let's sit here and let's empathize with the fact that you stub your toe. Just don't walk into the fucking bed. That's how men talk. You know, like, all right, well, don't do that, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to where women would be like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, I
No
stubbed my
woman
toe.
is apologizing to the bed, bro.
No, I'm using that as just an example. I'm saying women are more empathetic. They're like, yeah, I did that once, and this happened to me, and they relate on an emotional level. Where men are just like,
You
all
wanna
right, stop
talk-
being a
It's more
fucking
like
idiot.
Do you wanna talk about
transactional
it?
Kind of
Yeah,
what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah. Even sex, right? Sex for men is very. Yeah, I don't have to fall in love with a chick to have
So,
sex with her.
can
But
I say
women, a
something?
lot of the times, there's emotional attachment.
I think you're discounting a lot of different kinds of emotions. You
Maybe,
know, like you're kind of looking at more just like nurturing and loving emotions, which are emotions that are predominantly found in women more so than men. But
Sure.
you stub your toe. You
Yeah.
know, you might not want to sit down and talk about it. You're probably going to go, motherfucker. Like, your
Yeah.
anger is going to cause you to do something. That's an emotion. It's
Right.
going to cause you to act in a way you normally wouldn't. Or like when you know, like when you're banging a chick, dude, like there's some emotion there. There's some pride there, like a feeling of like
Yeah.
conquering there. You know, where you might not be falling in love with her, but there's definitely a lot of emotions going on. So, like saying everybody's emotional,
I don't
men
know.
and women.
Yeah.
I think we're just
Well,
different
yeah,
types
of course.
of emotions.
Humans, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Humans are definitely emotional beings. I think the major difference is
The kinds
again,
of emotions.
Yeah, when you're problem solving, those kind of things, men would obviously
That's
go more
crazy, bro.
legit,
Right.
logical.
think about it. Think
Women
about it
would
this
go
way.
more emotional.
How often are you in a situation where like fucking you've punched somebody because your emotions got the best of you? That's not logic.
Oh no, I'm definitely not. Yeah, no, there's certain situations. Absolutely, yeah, I agree with you in that aspect. I'm just talking about
I think we're the same.
generally speaking, like separating men from women. Women are more emotional. Men are more logical. Where again, and I use very loosely the stub your toe example. Like,
to stub your toe analogy.
like, hey, stop stubbing your toe. That's what
that's, like
men,
that's like an official situation now.
Right.
where women would want a
Have you
man
heard-
to
have you heard
empathize
the
and
stub your
sympathize with,
toe?
you know, what they're going
But in
through.
the case of the swingers,
In
I
the
think it's
case
more of like
toe
a.
versus bed.
I think it's more of like a turn on for the couple to like see each other with other people. I guess.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know,
I don't know, man.
but I'm not there,
If
so
you,
I can't.
You know what? If somebody loved you in that, let's say, way where
Wow, bro.
even to the point where they would love to see you enjoying yourself, even if it meant without them.
Yeah,
I guess that, you know,
I don't know. I still could,
You almost ended that really
mature.
mature and like intellectually. Like,
Yeah, like,
I
wait a
guess I
minute,
could see how that's fucking weird.
I can see how that would make you cringe. And like,
No,
throw up.
I could definitely understand a woman wanting to just be a whore. Yeah, I don't know, man, but that is popular, dude. I see
Yeah,
it.
it's big
And,
nowadays.
Like TikTok showed me too that fucking like the upside down pineapple means that
Yeah.
you're a swinger. So
Yep.
now, bro, like, if I'm out and I see that, I'm like, oh, these freaky bitches, like they're fucking 70, bro, and they're just out here
It's
like
wild.
trading
Well, that was like that solar
trading
'cause
diapers with the neighbors.
that chick, she showed me her vagina and she didn't like think anything of it whatsoever. It's just like, hey, you're some random guy in my house. He's trying to
Who is
teach me.
this?
It was a prospect for solar and
Prostitute for
It was a
solar.
prostitute. No, just I went to their home for an in-home consultation, and she wore this skirt that looked like a doily,
No
almost to
way.
some degree. Yeah, and I'm talking to her, and no underwear. She puts her leg over the
Her head?
armrest. Yeah, she puts her leg behind her head.
You want to talk to the manager? He said, throw him out.
So I told my trainee, you can't do that. That's not how we give consultation. No, I'm just kidding. That wasn't a trainee.
Look, I looked at my training and I told her, see, if you want to sell, that's how you sell.
That's how you do it. No,
Now
it
she's
was a-
number one in the
it was a-
company.
It was a customer, and
That's wild.
yeah,
How
she
did
wasn't
you
wearing
react
a
to that?
Fucked her.
Yeah, no.
He's like, I just said, where do I put my pants?
I kind of just acted like
I didn't see it.
nothing.
ignored
Yeah.
it?
You
So try
you're
it.
No
like,
way. You did not ignore that.
Well, in my mind, I didn't. Obviously, I acknowledged. I saluted. I was like, yes, sir. No, but yeah, no, I didn't say anything. I wasn't like, hey, your pussy's hanging out. Can you?
Do you mind?
Yeah, we're talking about inverters. Can you?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. But people are.
you gotta remember, like,
Yeah.
when they
you
feel
do this
comfortable
so
with
much, so
somebody,
yeah.
they'll do anything. Honestly, to tell you the truth.
or just go, some people are just weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
had a
she didn't
woman-
think anything of it when I showed up with no pants on.
True. I love going to the dentist. I think the weirdest thing I encountered was I knocked on a door and the woman opened it, literally like sports bra, booty shorts, and a fucking pink 9mm tucked in her waist. So
no
I'm like,
way.
yo,
Interesting.
just here for solar. Like, what's going on? She felt credit, so
Yeah.
there's nothing we could do. Jago,
That's
Josh is like, I
surprise,
tried.
surprise.
surprise.
Oh, what time is it, Brendan?
It's 10 o'clock.
Sheesh.
Wow.
All right, let's wrap this
Time
up.
flies.
I feel bad. I wanted to talk a lot more about your podcast. Did we talk about it?
Yeah, we talked about the podcast.
been a
I
minute.
think we just didn't talk about Elevated. Do you want me to touch on
Elevate.
that?
Pull it up real quick. Yeah. So yeah, tell us more
What is
about
Elevated?
Elevated. Is a
Yeah,
bar.
Elevated Nutrition. My friend Jess is actually the sole owner, and I'm like a team lead.
Sure.
Yeah,
TL.
so we both had started at a nutrition club in East Greenwich, and it was kind of just like oversaturated. There was a huge team there, and we wanted to branch out.
Oversaturated with what? When you
Of
say huge-
coaches.
Bitches.
So there's like
in
so many of
Herbalife
us
or in just the market?
in that club that we were all working out
Gotcha.
of.
Okay. Just trying to.
So we wanted to grow a little bit, and we felt like it was kind of oversaturated there. So Jess was awesome. At that point, Josh and I were trying to buy a house, but so she sponsored me in the business, and she's now like one of my best friends. But she was like, if you're willing to like build this with me, like I'll like take on that like like financial responsibility essentially and make this happen for us, which I'm
nice.
like so grateful for.
And it happened.
Yeah. So now we're 3 years deep. September.
Don't. You can't
I
say
said that
words
on
like deep
purpose.
around him.
I
like-
did that on purpose, Josh. I wanted to see
Jeez.
where that went.
He's
Did it
like
make you
he's
uncomfortable?
kicking my leg and shit. I'm like,
No, I don't know.
all right. So tell us again how deep. it is.
So 3 inches
Three
deep.
3 years deep. Yeah, we do the healthy protein shakes, all the Herbalife products. The teas are great for like energizing. What? We're
You're
still
so
on the
fucking
deep.
dumb, bro. I'm not looking at you anymore.
We're still
All right,
on the
go ahead.
deep?
Yeah. No.
I
no,
thought we
no.
were past
No,
that.
I think it was protein shot.
Oh, protein shop. I call it the club,
I
so
bet.
people think I'm a stripper all
So
the
do I.
time.
I go to the club too. Hey, what's up, Sasha?
Call it the club.
I do. The club, the bar. People never know where I actually work.
Black Hammer.
Oh shit. I'm sorry.
Get through this, Megan.
All right.
You got
Double
this.
pinch
All right,
Thursdays.
Oh my god.
That was
Pull up
such
a
an
shake so he
aggressive
doesn't
laugh.
lose it.
All right, come on.
We got the energy
we want-
teas, the shakes, super fun environment. We're all like really chill. It's me, Jess, Bree behind the bar. We have 3 trainers in the back. So it's like woman only training in the back. I do cardio drumming once a week, and it's a good time.
And you said
Yeah.
what's in the back?
Training, and then I do my cardio drumming. What? My God.
And this is where? West Greenwich?
In West Greenwich, yeah, right off of 95 South.
So if somebody wanted to,
Come on.
somebody wanted to contact you
Yeah.
for your business, for
You could either contact Elevated on Instagram or my personal is Meg Davis. Dot health coach on Instagram.
nice.
We got the Instagram up there, don't we? Brandonian? No, we don't. I just see an Instagram page. What is that?
Now, let me ask you because
What do you mean we don't, bro?
We don't have our Instagram open.
Oh, whatever could we do here?
Search. There you go. He's on top of it.
Yes.
Just give him a sec.
Actually, earlier we were Instagram.
I sent you the link, fish nugget.
You said open the website.
You're such a fish cunt. I sent you the link.
Meg Davis. Dot health coach.
So
Hey,
where
how
do
did
you
you log in?
learn-
Right from Facebook?
It's not logged in.
Oh, that's lit. Well, it says I'm logged in, bro.
There I am.
There you are, one of my top friends.
Heck yeah.
My MySpace top.
where do
8.
you learn most of your, let's say, nutrition and dietary and physical, anything health related, health and wellness related? Where do you learn that stuff? Is it just from your mentor? Is it in this group? Is
No,
it
so Herbalife actually does host, like they're not mandatory, but there are trainings available every single month. And then there's huge like quarterly events. And
are those
Angel-
trainings like? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Are
Oh,
they
you
on
did
the
anyway.
products or are they on just general?
Everything. So
Okay,
they will
alright,
touch
gotcha.
upon the products
Got it.
and the business, but then sometimes they'll like fly the scientists out from corporate and stuff, and they'll deep dive into like proteins and different types of like macros or just any like health related type stuff. So and they have like a whole like library of different like courses that you can take online too. So they're like self-taught.
Shut the fuck up. I can't. I'm over here listening to you and I hear Josh like,
What are you out of water over
are
there?
you all right? What the
Gonna
fuck?
make
Because I
it?
just glance at you and your lips doing the little thing like.
The mushrooms are in full effect right now.
I see. I
Maybe
see you
that's
fighting
what it
the
is.
left one. I don't even know what's funny, bro.
I
I'm just
know.
looking at you
She's-
trying not to laugh, and it makes me laugh.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
It's good to laugh. You gotta laugh it out. It's a good time.
What's that blue drink?
That is a lit tea. So it's got like the herbal tea, lift off, and
look at you.
aloe. This kid's
Oh.
been crying the whole time.
Yeah.
I love it though.
This
It's
kid.
happy tears.
Oh,
Whoa, you just like breeze through all those.
No,
she
it
was
was a
talking
real.
about?
It was a real.
Oh, it was like a video.
Yeah, no. So the tea is
44.
all herbal based. The lift off is like ginseng, and it has like B12 and like vitamin boost.
Lift off is that?
It'll lift you right off the ground, Jay. What's
Yes.
your question?
strong ass
No, I'm
drink.
saying, is that like an energy drink type?
Yeah, it's like a healthy
like
alternative
Spark.
to like a monster.
Spark,
Jay,
yeah.
used to sell products similar to
Advocare.
yours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
if
you
you're
still
familiar
sell
with
it?
I've
or no?
heard of them. I'm not
Yeah.
too familiar with like everything
No,
that they offer. but
they got attacked by the SEC for the whole
Yeah.
pyramid scheme shit.
yeah,
that's
So
good.
like a couple years back, right?
which is crazy because there's still like groups like Amway and that
Yeah.
do the multi-level marketing.
Herbalife?
I probably at my
Yeah.
my peak I probably had like a team of 50 people.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was doing pretty well. I was in obviously a lot better shape than I am now. But
When was this?
You remember?
I remember a lot of parts of what you just said.
Yeah.
All right.
So
yeah.
it was
No,
great.
but I heard or I knew of a couple people that had experience when they like got shut down essentially, or like they changed the way everything was laid out, so you lost a lot of your bonuses and stuff, right?
We lost a lot of everything. A lot of people
Yeah.
lost six-figure businesses. My sister
Yeah.
being one of them. She was averaging probably $20K a month,
Wow.
18 to $20K a month,
Yeah.
and that just went away.
Yeah,
So,
that's wild.
yeah.
I know since that happened to Advocare, Herbalife does work hand in hand with like the government bodies that control it, I guess.
Try to be on the
and
safe
they
side.
have, yeah.
Well,
And they
Herbalife has
try
been
and
doing it for the
navigate.
longest, right? Like they've been around.
They're one of the
forever.
longest. Yeah, I want to say it's either 42 or 43 years now.
But we got fucked because we were advertising the business end so much that the SEC, they were just like, oh, it's almost like you're promising if you get into this
Yeah.
that the result will, you'll become X, Y, and Z, a millionaire,
Yeah.
or you'll make X
Right.
amount of income. But the
Yeah.
reality is that people were actually doing it.
Right.
One of them being my sister.
Yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily a fallacy. It wasn't something that we were deceitfully telling people.
Right.
My sister did it. I witnessed it. She went from,
It's
making
crazy,
nothing
the
to
opportunity,
all of a sudden
yeah.
now $20,000 a month.
Right.
So
I know now Herbalife will, like, they have people, like, within corporate that'll call because we have to attach certain disclaimers to things now because of stuff like that.
right.
It has to be because of, like, the way, like, you can literally get sued for anything nowadays, I would think.
Sure. You know what? I think the government's so fucking. They're just a bunch of scumbags. If they don't want anybody making money, without them having a cut or a
Piece,
piece,
yeah.
or
I could see that for
there's
sure.
no get rich, quick schemes.
Yeah.
And they'll just put the kibosh on that.
Yep. For sure. But yeah, that's my happy place. I love
That's it. Elevate Nutrition.
West Greenwich.
Meg.
Is that you with the baby?
That's me. That's Cam and
She's in the
Trixie.
blue dress. Trixie. Trixie's got her own Instagram, huh?
Yeah.
I came across
haven't
that.
been
It was,
on
Was
it.
that your?
it was recommended.
The
I'm like,
dog.
oh, Megan has another Instagram.
Oh my god,
And then I
dude,
looked,
too
I'm like,
many.
oh,
I
it's
haven't
old.
posted on that one in a long time.
So,
Can't keep up.
but
You
all
do
right.
videos and shit, and
Yeah, I do the reels. Highlighting a lot on the food right now because of the meal prep launch. But yeah, good stuff.
You take good pictures of food. Look at that.
Thank you.
I
It
take
all
a
tastes
picture of my steak and
delicious.
eggs. You can't even tell it's fucking steak.
Sloppy.
All right. Damn.
I mean, it's a piece of meat. What do you want me to say about
Hey,
it?
I have a name. Fuck. All right. So again, what's the Instagram handle?
MegDavis.healthcoach.
MegDavis.healthcoach. Elevate Nutrition. What days are you there?
I'm there Monday through Wednesday right now, and,
And
then every
then-
other Saturday. But I'm always there.
And
I
then the
visit often.
Shits and Giggles podcast is really
Yeah.
cool. She's starting up. So if you like this, I mean, I wouldn't say it's similar, but you'll
Probably
like
similar
her.
vibe. Yeah,
You
conversational.
think so?
I mean, probably
I-
not
I-
as
you know what?
inappropriate, but
Whoa.
we'll definitely get raunchy for
That's
sure.
just subjective, though.
Yeah.
Inappropriate.
I have a friend who started out in Herbalife. She has like 40,000 followers now.
Nice.
So
yeah,
she's
there are a
big
lot
on-
of people that
yeah.
have
Shout
had
out
a
Michelle,
ton of
but,
success. Cool.
Yeah.
Fuck Michelle, bro.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, yo, thanks for listening.
Yeah,
We
thanks for
love you
having me, guys. This
thanks
was
for
awesome.
coming.
Was it fun? Hopefully.
I appreciate
super fun.
your patience with us. You know, you're great.
Anytime.
You're a good sport.
Absolutely.
This is a fun time. I enjoyed it.
All
Thanks
right.
for drinking my martinis and
Yo,
Josh's
those
moonshine.
were delicious.
Glad you enjoyed it.
The moonshine is good. The martinis seem a little more desserty.
Yeah, for sure.
You outro us, right? Yeah. All right, the moonshine.